These aliens are killing us. We need some help.
Right away, Your Airness. McDonald's! Behold.
Now only at McDonald's. Collect these fun Looney Tunes stuffed characters from the new movie Space Jam. Just $2.99 each with the purchase of a new deluxe or any other large sandwich.
Way to go, Dandy.
How about we go out and get some alien bugs?
Space Jam at McDonald's. Come hungry. Leave stuffed.
Okay, boy. Now, just like I taught you, I want you to open the cooler. I want you to get me an ice-cold Pepsi. Good boy, good boy. Maybe later we'll play Frisbee.
Hey, you got another one of those for me?
I love this tree.
Discount tickets on sale now to the Broward County Fair at participating Taco Bell locations in Broward County.
In Disney's Toy Story, now on video, Buzz and Woody have one wild and bumpy ride. But now, their real adventure begins. Talking Woody, Talking Buzz, and RC Racer are at Burger King. Your kids can collect all three, just $2.69 each with any delicious value meal. Toy Story toys, only at Burger King.
You can get all the information you need at home with the world's #1 selling home computer with Intel Pentium processor. Packard Bell. Wouldn't you rather be at home?
Taco Bell introduces fajita wraps, a different taste from a whole new place.
Cut it up, spice it up, grill it up, wrap it up, mix it up, fire it up, fill it up, tear it up, wrap it up.
Sink your teeth into Taco Bell fajita wraps. Marinated grilled steak or chicken and roasted fresh veggies, all wrapped up and ready to rumba.
There's nothing ordinary about it. Wrap it up.
Some people long for the good old days, before there were hundreds of channels of television, before there was an internet to surf, before you could email someone on the other side of the world. Let me tell you something about the good old days. They were pretty dull. I want to see things I've never seen, hear things I've never heard, experience things I've never experienced. Otherwise, what's the point of being here?
Philips Magnavox. Let's make things better.
Coming to the Fox Tuesday night movie.
Are you insured?
Yeah! Speed. And if you'd like a runaway bus of your own, you can actually win this green pump. Flames not included. Just watch the world broadcast premiere of Speed next Tuesday on Non-Stop Fox.
Disney's Toy Story is finally on video.
This is it.
This is it. Critics have hailed it as one of the best films of this or any year.
Hell yeah.
It's the most perfect animated picture ever.
We're all very impressed.
Toy Story on video.
If you don't have one, get one. The last time we were here was when I proposed. 10 years. It seems like only yesterday. I told you then how much I loved you, and nothing's changed.
The Diamond Anniversary Band. On your 10th, show her you'd marry her all over again.
Tonight's news is brought to you by Audio Advisors. Personal service, higher quality, lower prices.
Right out of tomorrow, Audio Advisors creates custom-designed entertainment and automation systems for your home today. As easy as making a selection and pressing a button. Now you can enjoy the sights, sounds, and excitement of the movies in the comfort of your own home theater. Experience the benefits of an Audio Advisor system. For personal service, higher quality, and lower prices, call Audio Advisors today.
She blackmailed her lover.
She asked you for money. How much? 100 grand.
But this Wednesday, all Valerie's dirty little secrets
How could you do it?
will be exposed.
Exactly which part about me and Kenny did you tell? Pregnancy, abortion. God, I hate you.
On a brand new 90210. Then, got a hole in your roof? These are the guys to call.
Don't you have work to do or something?
Taking a break to hit on you.
Catch a brand new Party of 5 after 90210 Wednesday on Nonstop Fox.
Girls. There's just something about me girls can't get enough of. The whole thing's a game. Boy, I know how to play it.
The court orders you to pay child support in the amount of $300 a month.
Sex? I get it any time I want. And when it's over, I just walk away.
Guys, there's only one way to avoid the bad stuff that can happen to you when you have sex. Don't do it.
Them stupid scribbles love its true lies. Let's fix the lights underneath the sky.
What's in a name?
Peekaboo Street for a new chapstick.
I train a lot. It's cold. Spicy to torture! Without the right equipment, it's just intense, especially for my lips.
New chapstick lip moisturizer with vitamin E, a moisturizing formula that conditions and protects to help heal dry chapped lips.
When I'm training, I'm not the lipstick type. I'm the chapstick type.
New lip moisturizer, only from Chapstick.
It's worth it when you win.
Hi, got your pizza.
I didn't order a pizza.
You didn't order a pizzeria stuffed crust pizza?
Sure didn't.
Bake fresh every day. Not too thick, not too thin. Just like pizzeria pizza. Mmm, tasty sauce. Ring of cheese that's baked into the crust. It's just $8.99 for a large, but...
Oh, yeah, that's ours.
Discover Pizzeria Stuffed Crust Pizza.
Hi, got your pizza.
What pizza? It's called The Net. It's a place where you can find anything, from clarinets to tennis nets. You can figure your net worth, or just sit back and network. The NetNet is that no one makes the internet easier than bellsouth.net. Not just because we give you a reliable connection, but because if you ever do need help, we'll answer your call anytime, day or night. Call it a safety net. Introducing bellsouth.net.
This week at Walgreens, save on Hallmark holiday gift wrap in designs or solid colors. 10 square feet, just 99 cents. Buy a box of 20 assorted Hallmark Christmas cards and get a bonus of 5 cards free. Choose from great selections at $5.99 and $7.49. The fourth in the series of holiday Barbie ornaments from Keepsake is now in stock. While supply lasts, just $14.95. This week at Walgreens, where you can now charge everything on the American Express card.
What's all this about?
Greg, if we're going to get rid of our pesky lawn pets, I need to get down to where they live.
For a healthy yard in South Florida, don't go to great extremes. Let Hewlett design a treatment plan just right for you.
I got him on the run now. Whoa, help, help. How do I get the water off? When will you ever learn to call Hewlett?
Call Hewlett Environmental Services for all your pest control needs.
Good evening, I'm Claudia Shea. Are you 5 feet 5 inches or shorter? Your airbag may be putting you in danger. The story coming up on your 10 o'clock news.
Next week on 90210.
So who's the girl?
Someone who I asked to marry me once.
Still in love with?
Yeah. I'm planning on showing you a weekend you'll never forget. Free rollicking weekend in Vegas.
So, where am I going to sleep?
Where do you want to sleep?
How about right here?
You okay? I'm fine. Where are you?
I'm in New York.
Who am I?
Hey, Coach.
And who are you?
I'm Batman.
Sit down. Not going anywhere for a while? Grab a Snickers.
To the Batcave. Bud, Kelly, come here. Gotta see this.
Ew, gross.
What's wrong with it? Because you're looking at the one family that still isn't watching Married with Children 5 days a week.
You know who you are. See Married with Children weeknights at 6 on Fox 29. We're watching you.
Watch your futures end.
We invade our space, and we fall back. They assimilate entire worlds, and we fall back. The line must be drawn here.
On November 22nd, the battle to save the future
Let's rock and roll.
begins.
Destroy them.
We've lost shields and our weapons are gone.
Resistance is futile.
No!
Star Trek First Contact, rated PG-13, starts November 22nd at theaters everywhere.
Stop. Don't pay retail prices for your computer needs. Come to the computer show and sale
This weekend in West Palm Beach.
Well, you can't go to any other one place and find this many different products in one location.
Single chip, full computer, Super VGA, CD-ROM at the computer show and sale this weekend. Millions in merchandise, lots of friendly help. Prices so low they blow the stores away.
This weekend.
Welcome, everyone. Excuse me sorry about that. I hope everybody's having a great beginning to their weekend. I am gotta get my words together, folks. Gotta get my words together. I'm sorry about that. And if I get sick, okay, like if I have to end this abruptly, it's because I got sick. I was having a little bit of a hard time just a second ago. I hope it wasn't something I ate. I hope it was just something just is passing. So because I just ate after going to the gym, and yeah, and I ate something that has been there a few days because I didn't want to waste it. And finally, I went ahead and ate it with the other food that I prepared, and I was hoping for the best, but it seems okay. We'll see. But just if this ends abruptly, then you know why. Actually, give me 1 second, folks. Okay, no, I'm actually good. I just so yeah, we're gonna go over some stuff tonight, but before we do, let's talk about how awesome the start of the day was. Let's talk about how amazing it was that they found JJ Rowland, little baby 2.5-year-old JJ Rowland, 24 hours after he had gone missing, and he was just fine. He had wandered off. The best possible scenario was what actually came into fruition. And we are
I'm ecstatic. JB was ecstatic when I was streaming WFLA this morning. I was, yeah. It set up a whole vibe to my whole day, man. This is why we do this. This is why we do the missing persons thing here on this channel. Is in hopes to get best case scenario the results that we got today. So I'm really, really grateful for that. And so all of you that joined me and got to share those moments with me this morning, thank you for being there for that. That was a great experience. I really enjoyed that. Because I was only planning to spread the word. I and as soon as I'm telling you, as soon as I was about to hit go live, as soon as I was about to do that is when I started getting all the notifications and the comments flooding in that he was found safe. And I was just really, really, yeah. So as soon as I could, I changed the title, and when it was over, I changed the thumbnail. And so, yeah, those of you who didn't catch that, you could watch it. I'm going to leave it up. But while we were doing our thing, something productive with our channel, this took place. This made me laugh. So Mr. Harsh Reality decided to make merch. This is not the first time somebody gets real butthurt about me covering them. And if you look, it's me holding flowers. Says I love Harsh. And I love this, by the way. I hope he makes a ton of money, and I hope a shit ton of his followers are rolling around with my likeness on their chest. The thought of that makes me so giddy. But he doesn't know who he's dealing with. See, also, like the t-shirt game, I invented it. If you guys remember, I invented the t-shirt game, and I'm going to do him one better. And it's an honor to do it because there's no hate that comes from here. Okay. This is not personal. I don't have personal feelings about any of these creators that I discuss. It's their content and the decisions that they make. And I don't mind calling them assholes in the process, but I don't have any feelings about them one way or the other, not on a personal level. So, I mean, if he wants to have his followers rock my sexy ass all over their fucking torsos, hell yeah, right on. Enjoy that. It's even a good picture too. I think so. But yeah, this is just it's like I'm living rent free in this dude's head. And all he's doing is proving my point that much more. The fact of the matter is that if I were saying anything about him or his content that were not true, okay, that were not true, he wouldn't even bother. He wouldn't respond. He wouldn't sit there and go, this is going to be the last time I respond to the glare, the last time I acknowledge the glare. And I just been over here trying to get as much information as I can on little JJ. And and this is what's going on over in the Harsh channel. Adorable. I mean, I'm flattered. I'm secure enough in my masculinity to be flattered by this gesture. It's pretty adorable. But yeah, moving on. While we were going over and at least gathering information, as soon as I heard about little JJ, I posted in community and I posted the link to WFLA's coverage of it last night, and I wanted to find out as much as I could about that case. And there wasn't much to tell. I mean, and that's a good thing. And I waited. See, this is the thing, is I love having a community because I get emails, I get DMs on Twitter, and people just basically letting me know, or they leave comments in other videos or community posts, and they let me know what's going on. Now, I haven't watched the shit yet, but I figured we'd go over it. And I just used an old thumbnail for this one because it applies. I didn't feel like making a new one. No need to. This is just about kicking it and having a good time, guys. So let me who should I go over first? I know. Now, I thought it was nice of John Atalia to leave or to get water for the volunteers. That was a nice gesture. I'm not going to overlook that. But I am from what was brought to my attention about what he was doing, because this is the thing. I'm not going to lie. The second that I found out about JJ, and I knew it was in Florida, in northern Florida, I was already like, oh, fuck. Because it just means that these vultures are going to jump all over it. It just means you're going to have at least John Atalia and Battery Betty interfering and possibly just mucking all of this up. And sure enough, it's exactly what happened. And it's exactly what we're going to talk about tonight. But see, here's the thing, is this is one of those rare occasions where we get to feel absolutely not even a little tiny bit of questioning of guilt for laughing at these people, because he was found. No crime was committed. It's a done deal. JJ is safe. JJ is safe. It's a done deal. So we get to just absolutely guilt-free clown these fools. They caused absolutely no damage. They could have, but they didn't. Let's be honest. They didn't, but it's because no crime was committed. He was found safely. It's all over. One second.
I am way out in Brooksville, Florida. This is Hernando County. There is a missing child in this area right now. Police have the road blocked off, and their searchers all along this road here. It's Yance and Cheever, a 2-year-old baby. Joshua J. Rowland went missing earlier today. Down at the end of this road, authorities are out here and there's search teams searching along the road with flashlights. They're out there looking for this young 2-year-old
You
child.
think?
You need to Google it. I don't know a lot of the correct information, but the sheriff of Hernando County was out here,
dude,
and earlier and gave a.
Why don't you Google it? Why don't you Google it and tell your audience, since you're media? Did you, just as somebody who identifies as a reporter, as a freelance investigative reporter, did you just tell your audience to Google information? Why would you do that? If you're the reporter and your job is to report information to your audience, you just oh, wow, dude. Okay. This is off to a great start, JLR, by the way.
Gave a press conference and said that I guess JJ was dropped off by a relative around 9-ish this morning, somewhere around that time. And then JJ was seen in the front yard of the mom's home around 10:45. And then the mother reported, I guess the mother or the caregiver or somebody reported JJ missing at noon. At noon today, JJ is 2 years old. I think the description that I got was blonde, curly hair, but I am out here at the scene. I know a lot of people.
Yeah, and I don't want to hear shit from people that are like, because this is one of those cases, okay, they realized that JJ was missing at 11 and then didn't report till noon, right? Well, that's because they were looking for him. They were looking everywhere for him. That's exactly what happens. Whenever there's cases like this, and they don't turn out so lucky, at least not right away. That tends to happen. The public starts to buzz and go, why did it take so long to call 911? If my child went missing, I'd be calling 911 immediately. Well, that's because you're an asshole. Because what you should be doing is looking for your child. And then when it gets to a point to where you feel like I cannot find my child, that is when you call 911. So it's not, most of the time 911 is going to say, how long has the child been missing? Well, 5 minutes. Well, have you looked? That's what they're going to tell you. So this outcome is proof that, yes, it makes sense that they would wait to call 911 and report their child missing because they were looking for JJ.
People from this area, and they were sending me messages talking about the case, and they were saying they're coming out at first light to look for this child. There is many people searching along the roads looking for this child. There was a helicopter. How's the reception? Is the reception okay? Can you see it okay? But I am out here. This is Cheever Road.
Cheever. It's Cheever Road.
And authorities are just going to go up here a minute. I'm not going to go that far, but authorities had this blocked off here.
Oh my God!
And you
can
hear
read
a
my
helicopter.
mind. I just said he was a fucking muppet.
You can almost see it. You can see the helicopter. That's a search helicopter looking for this child. And it's Hernando County Sheriffs. They're not letting people go forward. The family. I'm hearing it's modular homes. That are back there. I believe it's from 10411 Cheever. I think that's the home address. Don't know who it's there. There's
Why
some
are you
speculation
doing that?
It could be somebody with the last name Harris.
Why are you fucking putting out the address of the home? What is wrong with you?
That it's out of, but there's no, we've already done a check because the sheriffs have not released information about the mother or the father or anyone like that. But there was no Rollins. Rowland, R-O-W-L-A-N-D.
Right away the mindset. Now, you never hear professionals do this, not this early on, okay? Unless there's evidence that a child was taken, right? But you never hear professionals ever do this. Start talking about, like in a press conference, they start talking about the family, start talking about the parents. We don't know this and we don't know that. They don't do that. They treat the parents like they're victims until they have any reason to think that they're not. And that's the way it's supposed to be. Why is it so hard for us as YouTubers to follow that example? That's what it blows my mind. I don't understand that. It's a simple, they're the ones that end up getting the results, not you. They're the ones that get the results. So why does it not ring as common sense to just follow the professionals' example and how they handle these things? The professional journalists and the professional law enforcement agents and anybody else. It's crazy to me.
That are listed in the public databases at this Cheever. So who is Cheever's, or who is J.J. Rollins' mother or father or stepmother, stepfather? Or
who cares?
Taking care
How's
of
that
this
relevant?
young child, 2 years old. This is going to be big tomorrow around.
Now, mind you, this is last night prior to them finding JJ. So this guy's out there possibly, that they have not asked for volunteers yet. So at this point, while he's out there fucking probably stepping all over what could be evidence in a crime, he's what could be evidence in a crime, you know what I mean? Like they even straight up said, we don't want any volunteers yet. And then it's unbelievable, this guy.
Down here where they're going to do extensive searches. The sheriff has already came out and said they've searched lakes, streams, ponds in the area, all along the side of the road. Me coming in here from the I came in from the east on Yance. This is Yance. And I saw many people on the side of the road.
Of course.
With flashlights. I don't think it's a
everyone
gator.
was talking
Well,
about
I don't know at this point, but it's very rural out here. One thing I notice is neighbors are all scattered around. And one thing the sheriff, if you listen to the sheriff's press conference, the sheriff was emphasized, why did it take whoever to call and report this child missing so long? An hour. There was an hour time gap, it seems like, between.
What did I say? I told you I hadn't watched this yet. I only heard some of the shit that he was saying. This was not one of those things. And here I just fucking called it. I just said these people fucking do this. And here he is talking about the time difference between when he went missing and when 911 was called, when he was reported. I just explained. And we know the end result. We know the end result. He was found safely. It's only natural for parents or caregivers to look everywhere for the child before they call 911. It's just, it makes sense.
Between 11 and 12 p.m.
And
especially 11 a.m.
Especially if it's a caregiver, okay? If it's a caregiver, now, a caregiver is not necessarily going to try to make sure that they don't get in trouble, okay? That's not what I'm trying to get at here. But they are more likely to exhaust looking for the child before they report it because they don't want to get in trouble with their employer. If they're taking care of this child and they're being paid to do it, chances are they're not going to like jump to the chance of calling 911 and then having a bunch of cops show up to the house and then worrying the fuck out of the parents when they have to at least try to find the child themselves. After all, the child was left in their care. It makes sense for them to look for the child. And it's not that long with that kind of property. Good point, Texas Angel. Tat Tech, thanks, man. For the people in the back, the parents aren't always monsters. That says a lot about his parents, though. Also, delete your channel. No. Thanks, man.
10 a.m. to 12 p.m. There was a time gapped laps. And I think the sheriff was kind of questioning, why would you call
No, he wasn't.
later on for a missing
No,
child?
he wasn't. The
Missing
sheriff
child.
wouldn't do that.
There's not much activity going on, but I'm definitely coming back tomorrow at first light. Cheever, and they got the road blocked off here. I'll wait for a group to see if any more searchers come, but I saw them all down the road. Media is already staging out here. There's already.
Thank you, Nicole. I'm JLR. I search at night with a flashlight.
Pretty media out here staging. A staging ground out here. And there's cars out here. There's cars out here. See, way down in the distance, I'm gonna show you that you can see almost you could see flashlights, people's flashlights coming up the road, looking along the side of the road. You see these flashlights. You see that flashlight moving by that mailbox. There's people looking in, like, all on the side of the road in the ditches, and I've been seeing them.
Yeah, awesome. Bro.
I've been seeing them.
I'm ready to. When I walked away from boxing, I walked away with some unfinished business.
I'm actually really excited about this movie. This dickhead has it set to unskippable ads. And no, I'm not paying for fucking YouTube Premium. Y'all can kiss my ass. It's a matter of principle.
Earlier in the day, but they're still working around the clock trying to find so people can be informed and they can share the message. What's going on?
Mom was sleeping, baby was sleeping, baby woke up, somewhere out, he got out.
Are you related?
I'm dad.
You're the dad?
I'm dad.
What's your name?
Joshua.
So were you home at the time?
No, I was at work.
You were at work.
I was at work.
Where do you work?
Now,
I'm an electrician, working today as a
you guys know where I'm about to go with this, right? You know where I'm about to go with this. Had there been a crime, okay? Had there been a crime, there had been the risk of absolutely botching any chance of justice. Botching any chance of justice for this child. Now, thank goodness, JJ was found safely, okay? But this footage right here, by now, if they hadn't found JJ, this dude would be in a world of shit on the internet, thanks to JLR. No regard whatsoever, just this guy. Now, let's just say the exact same thing happened. The exact thing that actually happened happens, except they take a little longer to find JJ, right? Takes a couple more days, right? Same result. They find him safe because they figure out that everything was the way it was supposed to be, right? Thank you, Crochet and Crime with Melissa. If brains were fuel, JLR couldn't power piss ants go-kart. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah. If it took a couple of more days to find little baby JJ, and let's just say the same result happened, right? Let's say they find him safely. Imagine the torture that this man would have had to endure for just a couple of days because of this video. Like, look, I could sit here and do it right now. Like, mind you, these are not my actual opinions. I just want to be clear about that. But this is what a tragedy pimp would do. This is what a tragedy
home
pimp
at the
would
time?
do.
No, I was at work.
You were at work.
Okay, now you see right there the way he shook his head and how quick he said I was at work. You don't find that suspicious? Isn't that a little weird? How quickly he answered? Did you see how quickly he answered? He answered a little too fast, right? Very defensively, because that's a sign of defense, people. That's a sign of defense, answering so quickly. Let's see how much deeper this guy digs himself a hole.
Work.
Where do you work?
Like, I'm an electrician. Working today as electric. I got a call. I rushed here.
See this?
I'm here and I'm being here.
This sounds rehearsed, doesn't it? Sound rehearsed?
So what's the mother's name?
The mother, I'm not putting her information out there, but
good for you.
When she comes,
sorry, that's not tragedy Pip, that's me.
Do you think she's involved, or do you think no? Okay.
Look,
Be
boom,
safe. God bless
walking
you.
right the fuck away. Sorry, that's my general reaction. I'm gonna go back to tragedy pimping this thing. Give me 1 second, but that's my natural reaction to that is, fuck yeah, good for you, dude. Good for you walking away. As soon as you saw that, he could feel the grime that JLR is. He sensed it and fucking was like, nope, turned around, walked the fuck away. You gotta love that. Big ups to that guy. You gotta love that. Much respect to that dad. Because he walked up there thinking, okay, this is a way for me to get the information out there and get people to help look for my son. Oh, I'm going to play it again, Mo. Don't worry. This is a way for me to, this is what I'm thinking Dad's thinking. This is a way for me to get more information out to find my son. Mr. Harlan's Tales of History's Famous Burglars. Thank you. UCJLR needs to visit with with Dr. Maglite. So the dad just immediately, it was really, really interesting what just happened there. The dad just reacted. He could sense, he went, he was fine with being recorded for a moment there because he thought he was going to give some information regarding his son. Not thinking straight. He's got a lot on his mind. And as soon as it registers that this is just some jackass with a phone, he smells it, turns around, walks away. Not even, I'm sorry, I can't say anymore, blah, blah, blah. Just, nope.
And they can share the message. What's going on?
Mom was sleeping. Baby was sleeping.
Share the
baby
message.
woke
What's
up.
going on?
Somewhere out. He got out.
Are you related?
Dad. I'm dad.
You're the dad.
I'm dad.
What's your name?
Josh.
Joshua. So were you home at the time?
No, I was at work.
You were at work.
I was at work.
Where do you work? Like,
I'm an electrician. Working today as electric. I got a call. I rushed here, and now I'm here, and I'm being here.
So what's the mother's name?
The mother, I'm not putting her information out there, but she when she comes, you can talk to her and speak to her.
Do you think she's involved, or you think no?
And no empathy to the family. He's not even showing any. He's not even trying to fake giving a fuck about this dude and JJ's mom. He's not even trying to fake it. Not even JJ. He's not even trying to fake giving a fuck. This is crazy to me. Wise guys here, welcome. Thank you. Very fascinating. Like, listen to his behavior. And as soon as he does this, there's an energy about him that the dad senses and triggers him to just turn around and walk the fuck away.
No. Okay.
When she comes, you can talk to her and speak to her.
Do you think she's involved, or you think no?
Wow.
Okay.
All right, I'm finished.
Be safe. God bless
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Okay.
Now think about
think
it.
she's
Let me go back to my point that I was making before.
So we're related. Can I ask a question?
So, like I said, imagine that finding JJ, let's say JJ was still missing tonight. Okay. Let's just say hypothetically, everything that actually happened as to how he went missing is actually true. The only difference is that he is still missing, hypothetically. Welcome, Psycho Cunt. a member for 1 month. I bet JLR and BHB bummed it didn't go on longer. Right. I'm gonna get to that. We're gonna be here for a minute, folks. So get comfortable. So yeah, this. Imagine, like I said, imagine that he is still missing. That being the only difference as far as the details in the case. It's not even a case, but let's just say we don't know it to be that yet. He's still missing. Everybody's trying to put the information out there. Everybody's talking. This gets put out there. Okay? This gets put out there. Right? And then a countless amount of shit channels do this.
So tell me what's going on. So people can be informed and they can share the message. What's going on?
Mom was sleeping.
Now look at his body language. Look at his body language. His body language, he's just too relaxed. He's too relaxed. It doesn't make sense. I would be so tense if my child was missing. Look at his body language.
Baby was sleeping. Baby woke up. Some way out. He got out.
Are you related?
I'm dad.
You're the dad.
I'm dad.
What's your name?
Joshua.
Joshua.
Now, did you see how he said, I'm dad, I'm the dad, with no, he didn't sound worried. He didn't sound distraught. He said it with such carelessness, like he just didn't care, like almost like he was disappointed in being the dad. Did you guys catch that? Did you guys catch that?
So were you home at the time?
No, I was at work.
You were at work.
Did you see how
Where you
fast
work?
he answered that? It was so defensive. Let me play that one more time. Just let's listen to that one more time.
Oh, were you home at the time?
No, I was at work.
You were at work.
No, I was at work. See that? Just jump to his defense. One more time.
Where do you work? So were you home?
Dad, I'm dad.
You're the dad.
I'm dad.
What's your name?
Joshua.
Joshua.
No feelings.
So were you home at the time?
No, I was at work.
You were at work.
At work.
Where do you work?
I'm an electrician. Working today as electric. I got a call. I rushed here, and now I'm here, and I'm being here.
Look at how many times do you think he rehearsed that? How many times do you think he rehearsed that? Do you think? Look, I don't want to jump to any conclusions here, people. Okay, I don't want to jump to any conclusions, but do you think that if let's just say if he did something to JJ, do you think he was rehearsing this in his head while he was doing something to JJ? Do you think? Now, I'm not saying he did anything. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying if, okay, because we're just speculating. If.
So what's the mother's name?
The mother, I'm not putting her information out there, but she's
why? Why won't you put his mother's information out there? Huh? What do you have to hide? What does she have to hide? Did you guys do something together? Did you guys do something together? What do you have to hide? What does she have to hide? Why not just say her name? I mean, if my child went missing, I would be blasting my name all over the internet, everywhere. Everybody would know who I was. Everybody would know my name if it was my child. Why? The last thing on my mind would be anonymity. If I had nothing to hide, if all I wanted was my child found.
So you can talk to her and speak to
Do you think she's involved, or you think no? Okay.
All right, I'm finished.
Be safe.
Did you see how quick he said no, and then walked away, panicked? Did you see how he panicked? He walked away. He panicked. Tracy, member for 1 month. Thank you. Now, how do you feel acting like this, Will? Like a complete and total fucking moron. I got to be honest with you. I feel like a jackass. Because that's how these fucking people, I guarantee you, almost verbatim, people, almost verbatim, if JJ was still missing, channels would be doing this with this footage. This footage would be responsible for that. And you know he'd be doing it. There's something a little weird about the way that he answered that, don't you think, folks? And he would milk that shit because he was the one that actually approached him. And he would milk it for days and days and days and days, implying foul play. I mean, right away, he attacks this guy, asking if the mother had something to do with his child missing. Let me tell you guys something. And a lot of you are probably going to feel the same way. Let me explain. Let me give you guys an example, okay? Me and my ex, mother of my kids, okay? We are like oil and water, okay? We just don't mix, right? But I will be damned if anyone who doesn't know her accuses her of something as far as being a mother goes. I'm jumping down your throat. You're not going to talk about my kid's mother in such a presumptuous way when you don't know her. Regardless of what my issues are with her, that's none of your fucking business. As a matter of fact, anything that you're asking about is none of your fucking business. So the fact that JLR actually has the audacity to ask this man that does he think that the woman who he had a child with had something to do with his son's disappearance at this point, especially at this point at all, but especially at this point where his son is missing, is beyond poor taste. Poor taste just doesn't even describe it. It is just plain fucked up, is what it is.
Dave, God bless you.
And then he says, God bless you. Wow.
Okay, that was the father. That was the baby's father.
That was the
didn't
father.
really want to talk like that, but he did talk to me for a second. We got police out here.
Wonder if I could see his chat. Hold on a second.
Okay, so it looks like a separation issue.
Oh, I can.
Possibly.
Hold on.
Separation. Father doesn't live there. He didn't want to put the mother on blast. I flat out asked, do you think the mother's involved? Because the mother seems like the last person to be with this child. Seems like the mother is the last person to be with the child. So he was out there.
It's so crazy that people.
I didn't even catch his name. What was his name? What did he say his name was? Because I was so focused on. Did anyone catch his name?
What a scoop!
Josh. Okay. So Josh. So I have a mod in here. My mod, Magnola, is that the Harris? Is that Joshua Harris? Is that the Harris? Is that confirmation that the person's name is Harris?
Leave these people the fuck alone.
Joshua Rowland. Okay, it could be Joshua Rowland. Josh. Okay, everyone's saying Joshua
fucking
Rowland.
Idiot, dude. This guy sucks.
No.
Oh my God. He's such a greedy fuck too.
We got this natural cheese. All in a snack.
Like, you have to make it unskippable ads.
Let's see what this is. And I see a flashing law enforcement light. And there's something flashing right over here too. Let's see. Stay on, everyone. We're going to see what this is because there's some law enforcement that's pulling out right up here. And there's a bunch of flashlights. And they're all going in there. Well, there's also a road down here. So let's see.
This guy's such a
It's hard to see
moron,
everyone,
dude.
so stay.
Look at this. Like right where cops are. Right where cops are. This dude is like totally in the fucking way. Wow. Dude, this guy sucks.
JJ, you out there?
Yeah, he's just out here just fucking. I can't with this dude. Wait a second.
Walk off.
Hold on.
Walk off happened to a 2-year-old. 2-year-olds just don't walk off in the middle of nowhere. Like
this one did.
They just don't walk off.
This one did.
Could it be a situation like it was
like
in
already trying to spin the narrative that the parents had something to do with his disappearance, that there's foul play and that the parents are guilty of something. Already spinning that narrative is exactly what he's doing. Kids don't just walk off, except this one absolutely did. 2.5-year-old JJ Rollin got up and walked out and walked for almost a mile and then crashed in the bushes till somebody found him. So, John Atalia, I'm telling you, dude, shut the fuck up, because this kid, yes, kids do just get up and walk off, because this one did. The one you're out there looking for.
Texas. Where the FedEx driver. Was there any delivery drivers around here? Was any delivery drivers around here at the time?
Now, if he had done his homework, since he's such a investigator, he would know that already by that time, there was already information out there that there was a delivery driver that went by, but they wanted to speak to that delivery driver because they may have footage that they captured. That's the only reason. That's the reason why they wanted to talk to the delivery driver. This guy's just talking about a past case.
No outlet. Go down there. Delivery driver. Thought somebody was coming in. Could it be that situation? I'm reading you guys' comments.
I'm reading your comments, and I have my flip-flops.
Thank you, Billy. Driver, thank you. I see you got the cat.
You got a kitty cat. You got a cat. I see you got a cat.
There's more of that. He had all yellow, so I'm
flip-flops.
assuming that he was a volunteer. Just waiting. There's a neighbor there. There's a neighbor up there. D-Rod, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, she saw media and said, I can't be bothered. But having media attire is actually good to be in this situation, because then, you know, it's showing them, hey, I'm out here just documenting and stuff. I'm not causing any problems. So when they see media, they kind of are at.
You are causing problems, though. Like, what you just did was just like raise the father of that missing boy's stress level. You peaked it to the point to where he had to walk the fuck away from you. Because I bet he wanted to hit you. Because if I were in his situation, I would have wanted to hit you. I would have absolutely wanted to knock you the fuck out cold. No doubt about it.
Are at ease. If they see people, you know, walking around that's not with media tires, stuff like that, their antenna might go up, and they might, I get treated well when I wear the media tire. It's more of a professional. It's showing, hey, I'm out here doing my work, and
because he looks.
Snap your W-2 and file Fed and State.
Because he looks so professional, doesn't he? Doesn't he look so professional? Oh my God. I am excited about this movie, though. I want to see it.
And law enforcement almost never gives me a problem when they clearly see the media tire. I do that because I just don't want to be bothered in a negative thing. Thank you. Who did that? Ruby Joy. Thank you.
Because I just don't want to be bothered.
Appreciate it. So I'm just waiting out here for any new development. Or
I just don't want to be bothered. I wear the media tire because I want to bother fucking everybody else, but I don't want to be bothered.
Thing that is going on. But for people who are just jumping on, just Google this case. Again, Google this case.
Why?
Joshua,
like
JJ Rowling.
Explain it. What are you talking about? Is that he keeps telling his own audience to Google the information on the case? That is what you. What if, dude? What kind of a true crime creator does that? And I wonder how many of his idiot fucking followers listen to me. Okay, listen. If your standards are so fucking low that you're the true crime creator that you're watching and counting on to deliver information tells you to fucking Google it, dude. Like, you need to set a higher standard for a YouTube creator, man. You got to move on. What the fuck? What kind of an idiot does that? Oh my God, JLR's live. What do I got to do, JLR? Okay. And then I'll tell you about the case in the chat. Like, you gotta be stupid. You gotta be an idiot. If you're following this guy and then you Googled the case while you were... if you Googled the case while you were watching this dude live, you're a fucking jackass. There's no other way to put that. You're just fucking dumb.
Allen. Joshua JJ Rowling. And then in daytime, I will try my best to get in my vehicle and drive every single road around here within the vicinity of this address here on Cheever. I'll do all the side streets, and I'll just show you guys what it looks like so we can try to pinpoint and try to figure out what happened to this young child, the scenarios and stuff like that.
All right, shut up. Fucking moron. All right. I haven't talked. I haven't talked about old Betty in a minute, man. First of all, what the fuck is she wearing, bro?
Hey guys, so we are currently in Brooksville, Florida. Right behind me, well, actually, let me go this way. Right behind me, you see a bunch of cop cars, some lights in the distance. They are coordinating right now the search party here for JJ Rowland. We're finding out some information through the back
Which
room.
is really funny because now here's... I don't know how this goes. I know she tried searching. That's what people told me. I haven't watched this yet. I know she tried searching, but I don't think that she was allowed to search with the rest of everyone else because they do background checks on everybody. So I know that if I know JLR was not authorized to search, because you had to go to like a convenience store that was kind of like the central station, I guess, more or less. That was where you checked in, and you had to go through a short or a brief quote unquote background check to be able to search. and then they'd put something around your ankle to indicate, like a caution tape around your ankle to indicate. So if they're not searching with the rest of everyone else, it's because they couldn't pass the background check, because we know Betty has like 42 arrests and really bad credit on top of it.
Rooms and other avenues that the mom that reported this child missing is not does not have custody of this child. This child was just provided visitation with the mother, from what we're hearing now. I have not been able to corroborate this or confirm this right now, but we are looking at this
already. No concern. This is the beginning of her stream, okay? And there's absolutely no sign of concern for a missing child. The concern is the dirt on the parents. Welcome to Logic, Anna Moy. Thank you so much. Oh, it showed up here, so I'm gonna highlight it. There's no, yeah, there's nothing to indicate that anything is nefarious in any nature, in any way, shape, or form. And the result turned out to be that JJ was found safely, all by himself, a couple of scratches, some insect bites, as one would in Florida in the woods. Okay. And he, 2 years old, survived this all-nighter without shoes. Okay. He just learned how to walk. All right. So, sorry, I'm still blown away by this, by the way. But this child, at this point, there's no reason to think there's anything to focus on other than finding the boy. He's got to be around there somewhere. We need to find, we need to search every little inch of the mile radius at the very least to see how far could a 2-year-old who just learned how to walk? You know what I mean? How far could they go? But here she is already trying to work on the narrative that there's foul play so that she has something to yell through a bullhorn about.
We heard that the house was taped off last night. We do look for cues and clues from law enforcement and how they handle this. I've got my car parked right over there. I got us up and live as soon as possible. I'm going to have to step away from here. We were running on a phone. I've got my hotspot going. I'm hoping everything is coming in clear. If you guys can see me clear, you guys can hear me clear.
It's so fucking funny to me, dude. Like, I can't lie. It never gets old. Like how childish these people look. And it's like a Will Ferrell movie. Like, I could see Will Ferrell like basing one of his stupid fucking idiot characters on one of these people. I can absolutely see it. I'm telling you, this is a fucking dumb buddy comedy come to life. Now, hold on. I've got my hotspot somewhere here. And I'm ready to go, people. I have my phone and I have my hotspot because I'm going to pretend to be a reporter. And I've got my fucking bright bubblegum pink fucking everything on so that, and with reflectors, so that fucking the Concorde can see me flying by at fucking Mach 1. Unreal, dude. Like, why? You know she's the only asshole out there dressed like that, right? Like, you know it. There's nobody else out there that's even remotely sporting anything that's close to that attire. Nobody is. You know why nobody is? Because they know they're going to look fucking dumb. They're going to look like a fucking idiot. They're going to look like a clown. She looks like a clown. And it's dawn. It's not even dawn yet. And she shows up in a fucking costume to a search for a 2-year-old. it's incredible that they think that this is like normal behavior, and they want to be taken seriously on top of it. It's not that they think it's normal behavior. It's not like they're like, you know what, this is what I like to do, and fuck you, leave me alone, I just like to do it. No, they're out there straight up with the mindset that they are on a mission to fix crime, to solve the issue of missing people. That is what their mindset is, that they are going to be heroes hoisted up holding some goddamn fucking plaque, a golden bullhorn. Yay! It's insane. I can't imagine what I can't stop imagining what they're imagining when they're doing this. She's like, this is what I'm gonna wear. Like, what is going through your head when you go, this is what I'm gonna wear? Do a search.
Clear. Can you guys put a 1 in the chat for me? The 1 in the chat for me. Good morning. Live from Brooksville this morning. I got my vest on. I'm actually going to see about participating in the search here in just a little bit. Do my part for this community as we find out information about JJ Rowland.
She doesn't know about the background check yet.
Again, a missing 2-year-old. The stories that we have heard and been reading about on the internet is basically stating that somebody dropped this child off with the mother at some point in the morning, mid-morning, 9 or after. Then the mother was asleep. The mother wakes up, child is missing. Last night, we watched JLR here. They apparently found a sippy cup.
I call fucking total bullshit on that having anything to do with the fucking case. Having anything, I doubt it's even his. T. Brittany says she didn't pass the background check. I don't know what in the world would make you jump to that conclusion, Team Brittany, because we're talking about a professional journalist here. We're talking about someone who has 42 arrests, but no convictions. Tech, thank you so much. Should I prepare for my Home Depot credit card lawsuit or rack up more bills to yell about a found kid? Seems like a hard choice. Yeah, exactly.
We are told this morning that sippy cup was not JJ's.
Bro, she is looking rough.
Not. It was may have fallen out of a car, may have been from another child that lives in the area. But we are searching. We are holding out hope that this little boy will be found today. The streets are lining up. The light, it's starting to lighten up out here. When I got out here, it was pitch black. I couldn't even see what I was doing to hook anything up this morning. We are running on phone number 2. I got phone number 1 in my pocket. So if we do need to leave stuff here.
Phone number 1 and phone number 2.
And do need to participate in the search. I've got extra battery packs and we can come live from the search on this live. You see behind me. Oops,
you'd think she'd upgrade, like with all the fucking money that she gets donated. Like you'd think she'd upgrade her anything, like anything. Like, can you at least get the fucking printer out of the shot? The fucking 1991 IBM printer. Like, can you get that out of the shot when you're at home? At least that doesn't even cost money. You just gotta fucking move it. Just pick it up and put it somewhere else. That's all you got to do. It doesn't even cost money. Patricia Sell, thank you so much. 2 open charges pending.
I keep going the wrong way because of the mirroring. You see behind me, there's people here. I'm assuming that they are a part of the search. They're asking for anybody that can volunteer their time this morning to help search. There's a lot of ground to cover. It is a rural area out here.
Anybody who doesn't have multiple arrests.
So if you are in the Brooksville area and you're not doing anything today and you want to do your part to help this community, please come out, show support for the searchers, the first responders, and everybody. They are just asking for all hands on deck at this moment in time with the search of this 2-year-old boy. They believe this child is in the area. They don't know where this child is at. They do not believe that this is an abduction at this moment in time. This is just a missing child right now. And, they are seeking information. I did put the actual missing person flyer on the thumbnail. So if you have any information about the parents, about this young spot, probably
We found him.
assume,
We're good. We found him.
any time from about car and get the car still on. So I've been here for about a half hour, so I'm gonna get the car turned off. I thought I grabbed one of my battery packs and apparently I didn't, and it's the one that hooks. So I'm trying to do a balancing act. So hopefully this speed does not go down.
How does she?
So just bear with me, folks. We are out here and we're gonna try to start helping out as much as we can.
Oh, look, like there's no way to not be loud if you're fucking Bullhorn Betty, bro. Like there's no way to not be loud if you're her. It doesn't make sense to, like no matter what, she's either yelling or she's wearing something that screams at your eyeballs and makes your eyeballs bleed. I hope they're laughing at her. You hear these people laughing? Do you know people roll their eyes whenever they see her? Like they're just like fucking. Everybody breathes real hard. Because whenever anything happens in Florida and she rolls up, everybody's just like. Like you know it. You know it. What is she doing? Okay, that's enough of that.
Are you sick of having issues with your
Well, at least I could
webinars?
skip
Wasting
these.
tons of time on troubleshooting with attendees?
Found Kathleen Moore in the swamp. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Who would that come from? I can't see. I did get a notification. Thank you, Connie. God bless you. God bless you. So for all those that are out here, this is the child that we are looking for. Please look at his face. His name is JJ. These woods, they hold.
What was she thinking? Like, look at her hair, dude. Like,
they hold, other animals and wildlife, including snakes.
dude, she fucking looks like Doc Brown from Back to the Future. Just like Doc Brown went hippie, just grew his hair real long and fucking pulled it back. Marty! Marty! Great Scott!
Some panthers, black bears, I mean, you name it. This is Florida. This is rural Florida. So you have all those elements here. Wild hogs, deer, you've got a lot of stuff. Any wild animal is sweet or is kind. Even a cow can injure and kill a child. So even though that they're docile.
There's the danger of cows out there. Yeah, we know. Jesus, dude, this lady.
More docile animals. They're not usually attack animals. It doesn't mean a child can't get hurt from one of these animals, one of these wild animals out here. They were out here.
Bro.
Oh, God bless you, Terry.
I can't get over.
Thank you, Terry. God bless you. It doesn't mean that this child, this child's not injured.
That shit is fried.
Somewhere. This child could.
Doc, you don't just walk into a store and buy plutonium and put it in your hair. Did you rip that off?
Could have very well, gotten out of the house and got injured. Fell, hit his head, maybe disoriented. We don't know. In this kind of area, there could be holes in the ground. There could be other things that created a void that the child could fall in. Children are curious in and by themselves. They're very curious. Could have climbed into a a hole somewhere or a I don't see any ditches, but
Bro,
we got deep
look at
or
that
not
hair,
ditches, but
dude.
we have deep ditches and like little
Woody!
stormwater drainage. They're not. We don't have the one. I haven't seen any that go under that have the little lip on it. But you can clearly see that there is a large ditch here, and there is piping that goes under these driveways. So, I mean, children are
What the hell is a gigawatt? And why'd you put it in your hair?
curious about things like that and can get themselves in a pickle without even knowing it, or just looking down and then falling in. So,
Oh shit, looks like they're getting organized.
God bless you guys. Thank you for your service.
Thanks for giving me footage.
So it looks like law enforcement is getting underway on their search. Again, I will be leaving here in just a few to head over where the volunteer searchers are going to be. But I just wanted to give you guys the lay of the land here. You know, this is a 2-year-old child that is missing. We don't have a lot of information. Apparently, mom, was sleeping at the time this child got out, reportedly, and this child has not been seen since. It's very concerning because, I mean, this is a fairly, I don't know how busy this road is normally, but this is a main road through this area. So
I mean,
this is just right on.
Bro, like by now, fool. Like they would have already searched by then. They would have already searched all along the roadways, man. Like ridiculous.
Just right on the outskirts of it. There are so many places this child could go, especially on this side.
She's just running her mouth to just to be live, you know.
There's buildings, there's
I'm here.
Just a lot. And I'm just praying and hoping that things change. That we find this little boy and we find him safe and unharmed. That's what we're seeking.
That's not what you're seeking, because you already started off this whole thing, and JLR was trying to spin the narrative already that the parents had something to do with something. You're already looking for reasons to find the parents suspicious already. So don't give us this. We hope that the boy comes back safe, because you know it's going to cost you content. You look at this as an opportunity to have a shit ton of content in your own backyard. It's not going to cost you any traveling money to be out there and interfere with this case as much as you possibly can. That's how you're looking at it right now.
I mean, in Tennessee, there was a boy that got out, went to walk his dog, a little bit older, not 2 years old, but went out to walk his dog. His dog came back home. He did not. He was out in freezing cold weather for 36 hours. He survived that. They were able to bring him home safely, obviously took him to the hospital for a checkup and everything like that. But for the most part, he was found, and it was not right away. It took several hours.
For the most part, he was found. They kind of found him. For the most part. What does that mean? For the most part, he was found. What?
Hours, multiple hours. Like I said, 36 hours. That little boy disappeared, but was found unharmed. And here we're hoping for the same result. I have to be honest with you, that the whole custody situation does concern me a little bit. Finding out that the mom this is the first visit the mom has had in some time.
See, and that's none of your fucking business. And this case and the turnout from it is proof that shit is none of your fucking business, is totally irrelevant, and it's something that you would have spun completely out of control if this child went missing any longer. Same circumstances, just had been continued missing for a while longer. You would have helped contribute to putting these parents through more hell than they're already going through. You don't know the circumstances of what the visitation was or what kind of custody thing was going on. You didn't have any fucking idea. And here you are, want to jump to conclusions and say, oh, well, this concerns me. You don't have any kids. You don't have any fucking idea what it's like to have a dynamic with a co-parent that you are not necessarily on the best of terms with. You don't have any idea what their dynamic is like with their child. You don't have any idea of anything. So you don't get to jump to these conclusions on their character simply because they're experiencing something that you can never say that you've experienced.
And this has happened. These are things that I've heard. I have not corroborated through law enforcement or anything else. So, that may be partly accurate, may not be accurate at all, and may be spot on. We don't know at this moment. But it does concern me as I'm looking into this because, as you know,
Of course it concerns you
I'm
because you're an
skeptical when it comes to our babies. I'm skeptical of everybody, and I trust no one.
Don't say our babies. Don't do that. You have no idea what any of these people, like, if you've even turned your back on your child for a moment and then you don't know where they are just for 30 seconds, and you spent 30 seconds looking for your child, you'll never know what kind of fear that is. You'll never know. Only a parent knows that fear. Only a parent knows. Man, when my son was a baby, when he was an infant, when he was JJ's age, as a matter of fact, when he was sleeping, and I did this nightly, multiple times a night, I'd wake up randomly and I put my hand on my son's chest to see if he was breathing because I was terrified of SIDS. I was terrified of it. Now, maybe that's a little weird, okay? But my point being is that she's never going to understand that parental instinct of wanting to keep your small child safe because somehow you were blessed with this new addition into your life. You know what I mean? Like that was my whole thing. He just seemed too good to be true. Like I didn't think I was good enough to be blessed with something so amazing as my kid, you know? So like my whole thing at the time was just this is too good to be happening to me, you know? So I was always just checking because I just, I can't explain it. But you're not. It's so insulting. So insulting for someone like her who's never had children and then sit there and say our kids and then at the same time be throwing the parent under the bus and trying to spin a narrative after looking into their personal life and hearing rumors, taking rumors about their personal life that you can't verify. Rumors about their personal life and then drawing some sort of conclusion and spinning a narrative from it that makes them look like they could have done something to their child. That's a horrible thing to do. It's a bad person move. It's not a mistake. It's not a oops. It's a shitty, fucked up, bad person move. A dick move, as it were. It's something a bad person would do.
No one. I trust what we find. I trust the evidence that is being found.
No, you don't.
I can tell you no expense is being spared right now for this child. We have a lot of law enforcement out. I saw Pasco County Sheriff, Hernando County Sheriff. I've seen Fish and Wildlife, Florida Fish and Wildlife out here. We've got a lot of organizations that are doing work. So we're going to start packing up. We're going to start.
Let's just move this along.
Go to motionready.com
Let's
to add
move
this
this
to your video.
along, shall we?
It's not working.
Yeah, I mean that's the sole reason that she doesn't the seed reason why she does
Okay,
not
it looks like I might have fixed it. Let me find my little peg
fix
and put it
that.
in
Shut
there.
up. That's the seed reason, the root reason why she's so quick to blame one of the parents. It's not the statistics. It's not that. The statistics is the excuse that she uses. It's the statistics is the excuse that all of these tragedy pimps use to justify making crazy accusations at these parents before having any evidence. It's a tragedy pimp move. They all do it, right? But sorry, I'm a little distracted by chat. Yeah. This is a person who she jumps to this conclusion because she doesn't have kids. She has no way of empathizing or sympathizing with these parents. And it's quite possible that a woman her age, it's not safe to assume, but it's safe to entertain as a possibility that that is a symptom of her being resentful at the fact that she can't, that it's too late for her. She's never had children. She's never going to have kids at her age. It's just the way that is. And so now she's probably just passive aggressively quickly wanting to put down other parents. It makes sense to me. I mean, I'm no mental health professional, but if I had to if I had to take an uneducated guess, I'd say that was it. Shannon Marie, thank you so much. Glara, my son got pertussis, whooping cough at 2 months, spent 4 weeks in the hospital. When we got home, I had a fear of SIDS 500 times worse and didn't sleep for like 3 months. Dude, I'm telling you, man. Because no matter what, man, like, it's so crazy, dude. They're like, they're just these little amazing people. These tiny little amazing people where you're just instinctively wanting to care for them. And when they're so small, so fragile, and they can't speak yet, and they're crying, and you want to do anything that you can. I've had situations where my son was, with an ear infection or colicky, and I was just like, I will literally do anything right now if my son could tell me what was wrong with him, so that I can start taking the steps to fix it for him and alleviate whatever it is. I can remember moments where the crying was so much that and no ability to speak yet. And just, I remember literally feeling like I will do anything to alleviate whatever it is, just to know what it is, so that I can take the steps to fix it for him. Wait, somebody, and it disappeared. Oh, I don't see it now. Mad Catter gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much for that. Devil and Eggs got one. Tony the Tax Lady got one. Gen 417 got one. Katie got one. Right on. Congrats to all you guys, and thank you so much, Mad Catter. Appreciate it.
Stand so I can, like this. This needs to be Velcroed on because every time I move this, it falls. People are just coming in. So we got some searchers already.
Hey, Vinny, where'd you get that shirt?
Where'd you get that shirt?
What do you think I got?
Okay, so is this the line to go get?
So we're talking probably at least an hour and a half from the time.
These yoga pants that's supposed to have pockets never have pockets. From guidance that we have flyers that are going
What do
to
you
be.
mean? Did you? I mean, I understand if you ordered them online, and if they said they had pockets, but you know, normally people try shit on and they're like, "Do they have pockets?" And you know if they got pockets or not before you buy them.
Be printed. All right. Oh, I forgot I had the heat on earlier to clear out the windows because I left so early in the morning.
Okay, here we go. This is what I wanted to get to.
All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get the track your map, track your steps up. Sorry, guys, there's a lot of traffic. I'm trying to get across safely. All right. All right. So just follow the other people.
Yeah. So basically, the line is going that way, and the intent is to go out.
Okay.
So you still see everybody.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right. So I'm gonna want to get along. Yeah, I'll be back.
All right, guys. It's official. We're now into the search.
It's official.
Go that way.
Kelsey, thank you so much. Hoping to entice you to do your best Betty impression. Oh, I don't do very good Betty impressions, but I do mock her a lot, though. Thank you so much. Okay, so like, what the fuck is
How to
going
get her
on?
past these ravines.
These ravines.
Oh. Do you know if this app tracks you even when the screen goes blank?
I have no clue. That's okay.
Oh, gotcha.
As long as the app's open.
Yeah. It'll be just fine. Okay, perfect.
I don't know if she has flip-flops on.
Hopefully you guys are able to see.
Yeah, we see a whole lot of nothing. We see a whole lot of you doing jack shit. Am I drinking hot water? No, I'm drinking coffee. You can't see that it's actually coffee. I'm drinking hot water. Like I've lost my fucking mind.
You all right?
Have you just fucking lost it, Blair? And you're just fucking drinking fucking hot ass water? Dude, I made that coffee strong. What are you talking about?
I'm gonna find a stick. Y'all able to see in here?
I need to
I
find
can't
a
see you guys, so I
stick.
don't know.
How about the one in your
I'm
ass?
covered in stickers right now.
Why don't
Literally
you-
stickers all over me.
Oh my God. Okay. Stop. Stop it. Okay. Already she's complaining. Oh my God, I've got stickers all over me. You realize that you're looking for a 2-year-old. In the fact that you're looking for him, okay, in that area, that would tell you that he wandered off, right? If you were to find him. Do you think that little baby JJ was bitching and moaning about stickers when he was just wandering away from home? Like, this kid is a little badass. And here is the person who's claiming to be searching for this child, already complaining. It's so funny to me that they stream this shit and make it so available to us to see how fucking dumb they are.
Give me just a second, guys.
It's so funny to me. She's already exhausted. She's sighing and shit. She's been out of her car 5 fucking minutes. She hasn't yelled out JJ once. She's only complained.
It is my legs right now.
Oh
my! Covered.
Oh my God, bro! The kid was fucking barefoot. JJ was barefoot, dude. 2.5 years old. Was found in like stickers and briars and shit, dude. Like thorns. And you're complaining about hitchhikers on your fucking pants.
How to get over that? This
What did
river.
you think you were?
Get back behind the river.
Did you not think to dress
Oh,
appropriately?
these things are eating me up. I can feel the stickers. Hold on, guys. I gotta get some of these stickers off behind me.
These things are eating me up. Oh my goodness. Oh, like you're Karening the woods.
Pinch, like when I bend my knee, they're starting to pinch.
The woods
stick
are
me.
a victim to your Karening right now, dude. That's crazy. You're Karening the woods.
And I'm already running out of juice on one of my phones.
Everything is a complaint coming out of her face. But she knows the terrain exactly.
I wish I had more pockets.
Bro, I've never heard anybody complain so much in one period of time. Like her ratio of complaint to not complaint right now
is
100%.
Guys. And if you look up, this is the reason why helicopters can't get, can't see thermal imaging. I mean, in some of these spots, like right here, would be conducive of thermal imaging, but some of these places are so dense that there's no way. There's literally no way.
That shit is so funny to me. And
I need more hands, guys. Make me an octopus, please.
And the same shit when they went to Rogersville, her and dude, think about that. A 2.5-year-old, right? A 2.5-year-old in Florida. You're gonna tell me that it's not possible for a 5-year-old that's always barefoot to just wander off and go into the woods too in that terrain? If a 2-year-old can do it, you're gonna tell me that Summer Wells couldn't have done it? And within 2 minutes, it was the same thing. She was complaining, MGL was complaining. It was ridiculous. It was a joke. This is what we do. This is what we do. What? Complain? Did she? Nuh-uh. No. No, that's just she put down her charger and so
Here,
funny.
they're on the front, as long as they're not poking me at the most. Calling him. Boy, shit. Should be.
So I don't want to miss any complaints. Hold on. Here we go. I want to make sure I get all the complaints.
All right, there we go.
Here we go.
There we go. Should be able to get across this.
She sounds like MGL, like just sitting there. Like MGL's like exhausted, just sitting there.
Problem
She sounds like
the boy
MGL,
should
just
come
like,
to his name being called.
not even
and
searching.
Everybody's been out here calling him, and he's not coming.
Dude, why didn't you? Yo, all that money that you grift, bro. All that money that you grift, all that money that you e-beg for and then get. And you didn't get hiking boots. You didn't get specifically Florida terrain hiking boots designed for that type of terrain. If this is what you do, you know what I mean? Like, why wouldn't you? Did you see what she was wearing? She was wearing like some dude. And she's like, I have my yoga pants. They're covered in stickers. My yoga pants.
I can't see the chat, guys. So you guys, if you guys are talking, talk amongst yourselves, because there's nothing I can do at the moment. I'm trying to get these stickers off the back of my legs. I don't care if they're on the front, as long as they're not poking me.
You should just be glad something's poking you, for fuck's sake. That's the closest to poking you're gonna get.
My biggest fear is not getting turned around out here.
She's scared of getting lost. I love it. Like, not my biggest fear. Not my biggest fear is finding a deceased 2-year-old. No, that's not my biggest fear. My biggest fear is not being able to find my way out of here. Good, Betty. Real good.
JJ.
Thank you, Jackie Garnett. Maybe she should borrow Mallory's boots. Oh my God, dude. Yo, Mallory's feet must be like a rhinoceros's skin, dude. Just like calloused 2 fucking feet. Like she must have like platform callus on her feet for those fucking shoes that she wears. Like those things are worn, bro. Like done. She's got her shoelace just done up the lazy crackhead way. It's just, that was a mess. I can't I can't with the with the visual of Mallory's shoelace.
All right, guys, I gotta get all this stuff off me. It's starting to bother me as I'm walking.
Wow. Dude, she hasn't called out JJ's name once, by the way. She's all her breath has gone to complaining. Right. You know, because you know the whole premise of your current actions are based on the idea that there's a child out there alone, barefooted, scared, hungry, possibly hurt, and your concern are stickers on your yoga pants. Crochet and Crime with Melissa, thank you so much. You know, BHB got corns and fungus for real. Yeah, I guarantee it. Right. That's a great point right there. That is a great point. Why not bring the bullhorn for something useful, like calling out a missing child's name while you're searching for them? I mean, like, if I recognized her and I was searching, I'd be like, wait, Bullhorn Betty? Where's your bullhorn? Like, kind of need it right now. This is like the one time that your bullhorn would actually come in handy. The one time. And where is it? Bullhorn Betty? Oh, you only use it to harass people. I'm sorry. No, not for searching for children, not for calling out their names and reaching distances. Giving yourself something that he might be able to hear from a distance and try to follow and get to. Nothing like that. That never crossed your mind, being Bullhorn Betty and all. Just, you know, that's reserved. The bullhorn only comes out, buddy, when I'm harassing somebody and getting them fired from their job and whatnot.
How far from this distance, do you know how far his house is from here?
I heard it was back.
Further back that way.
Away.
Yeah, and they wanted us to go this way.
That's because you didn't pass the background check.
Yeah. That's what they told us. They said they wanted us to go back and over.
Yep, okay.
It's both. Like, not once has she yelled out JJ. Like, the kid's old enough to answer to his own name, to know what his own name is, to respond to it, at least physically, not necessarily verbally yet, but physically, you know? Maybe start crying if he hears his name being called.
I just don't see a little boy coming back through all this.
Wow.
I just don't. I'm sorry.
So she just said, I just don't see a little boy coming back through all this. He went through worse. He was found in deeper than that. And you're out here complaining. It's incredible. A 2-year-old, a 2.5-year-old boy just learned how to walk barefoot. And his curiosity had more tenacity than your will to look for a 2-year-old missing boy. Wow.
Call me crazy, but I've been doing this a long time. And this is the crap that we were dealing with Paola Miranda. And we said there's no way Paola Miranda would come in this kind of stuff.
Like, that's not what do you think my man Roy Link, the hero today, my man Roy Link, the Marine, do you think that he was whining and bitching about stickers on his pants? Do you think that he was doing that? The one who found? Do you think that his attitude was so negative to where he was just out there complaining, going, there's just no way this kid's going to be out here? He was out there calling his name, and he found him. That's what happened. Roy Link was out there searching with a mindset of, I want to do what I can to find this boy. Fuck going fishing. There's a missing kid out here, and I need to be able to do whatever I can to help find him. And that was all he was thinking about. Do you think that he was out there with this negative attitude, talking about there's no way he's out here? Because when you're doing that, when your mindset is no way, no how he's out here, and your mindset is only on the stickers that it's just going to, you're just going to have to pick off, big deal. Your mindset is the thing that you could have easily avoided with common sense by wearing thick pants and boots, since you knew that you were going out there. Do you think with your focus on yourself and your whiny little needs that you're going to be focused on keeping your eyes peeled for a 2-year-old little boy in the middle of all that? In the middle of all that? Really? And you expect us to have confidence in you when you say, this is what we do, quote unquote. This is what I do. I've been doing this a long time.
Or maybe a little kid not knowing better. Possibly. This just doesn't look like something a child would want to come into. You would think a 2-year-old child was scared. Oh, sorry. Was scared, you know? And there's some places they can fall. I can't check my messages, guys. Thank you guys for all your love.
She doesn't have the common sense that it takes to be helpful in a missing child search. The simple common sense that it takes. Because common sense would already dictate that a child could absolutely be out there. No matter what the circumstances are. The idea is to be out there searching at any possible place that this child could be. And not just wandering off. Maybe where you're searching, somebody panicked and dropped him off. Maybe they took him and then changed their mind and then dropped him off somewhere deep in the woods. It's possible. But I would be, because we're talking about the life of a 2-year-old boy, I would be entertaining any possibility. And I would be out there with the purpose of searching for this boy, keeping my eyes peeled and all of my energy in looking at every single spot that my eyes can scan. I would not be focused on complaining. Because if it was something that I would complain about, I would have never went out there in the first place. Simple. I would have never went out there in the first place. Because complaining does jack shit. It certainly doesn't help JJ. None.
All your love and support. I wish I could check, but I can't.
I wish I could chat.
Be careful. This is pretty steep.
And you know there's idiots going, be careful,
steep.
Betty. Be careful. Oh, my goodness.
There's another person on the other side of it, so I don't need to really worry with this. Whew.
Is it fucked up that I wish that she stepped on an anthill? Not, like, I don't want anything, like, I don't want her to get bit by a fucking snake or anything like that, you know what I mean? But, you know, something like getting sprayed by a skunk, you know, or stepping in an anthill, you know what I mean? Just harmless, like, this sucks kind of thing. Like, just God being like, you know, yeah, you need to be brought down a notch. That would be just so pleasant to see. You know, I don't want her to get hurt or anything like that, but stepping in an anthill, you know, it smarts. Definitely smarts. I don't recommend it.
This is where snakes
Poison
are.
ivy I could live
God,
with.
these things, these
I'll
stickers are getting
take it.
all over me and they're
I'll
bothering my
take it.
leg. You guys know I don't mind these damn things on me, but when they start getting in between my legs and the creases of my knees, they start bothering.
Everything is a complaint. Literally everything that's come out of her mouth so far has been a complaint. Oh yeah, Kaz, there's no way out of that. Fire ants in your yoga pants? Oh, you're fucked.
More on me, but
oh, that's no good. I don't even wish that on
away
her.
from my
I don't even wish
inner
that on her.
thighs. I'm good.
I take it back. I take it back.
Guys, this is
That's bad.
Thick brush.
Yeah, did she even make it a mile?
There's some wild oranges and tangerines back here. It's kind of cool. At least he'll have something to eat if he's lost back here, which is good. There's some fruit.
Right.
Some food sources.
Right.
Gotta be careful where I stand.
Oh my God. Bro, the kid just probably got teeth, dude. You think that this kid knows how to fucking peel an orange? You know what I mean? Like, kids fucking gonna sit there and gum a goddamn fucking... What are you talking about, lady? At least there's nourishment out here. He can eat. Like the kid is fucking Crocodile Dundee already, and he knows how to fucking, like, survive. I mean, let's face it. He already did a better job than Betty at 2.5 years old. True. But, I mean, the kid isn't out there fucking, like... He's talking about JJ like like he's the crocodile hunter out there. Picking up fucking rattlesnakes and filming it and shit. He really hides it when I do this. But he's so dumb. There's oranges out here and tangerines. You know, he can find food if he gets hungry. What?
Stand.
The kid's not gonna know what to fucking do with that.
Oh.
Handle of the day. Fire ants in her yoga pants.
You guys doing okay? Okay. I'm doing okay too. I just don't know where the hell I'm at. Which is scary. I know I gotta go that way. So I'm trying to stay in a line so I don't get lost.
She's worried about getting lost. I love it. Now imagine that shit. Okay?
Stickers.
Imagine that shit. Imagine she does get lost. What happens? Like, first of all, dude, okay? Betty. First thing, if you're going to go out and search for a child who's lost, what good are you going to do that child if you find him and you can't get back? Now you're lost too. You didn't think to bring a compass, maybe? You didn't think to use the buddy system? I mean, what good are you doing out there if you're afraid of getting lost? What good are you doing a child who's lost? What in the fuck are you doing out there? And then let's say you do get lost, Betty. Okay? Let's say you do get lost. Now, resources have to be taken away from searching for JJ to come look for your dumbass. Which is exactly why they didn't let anybody volunteer and search in Rogersville, because the terrain is way worse. It's exactly why. So how in the fuck, if you're scared of getting lost, what good do you think you're going to do a 2.5-year-old boy who's out there lost if you find him? Wow.
I just don't see a boy coming out for this. I just don't see it.
The
Call me
point
crazy.
is, what's telling, what we have to understand here, folks, is I'm sitting here and I'm pointing all these things out that are common sense, but the overall tell here is her actions are showing. It's not necessarily her words. The actions behind her words and all of her actions right now, they're all showing one particular thing. The common denominator is this one thing. Betty does not give a fuck about finding that child. She is out there strictly for content. Why? Because she has not shown any type of common sense, any type of initiative. She hasn't shown anything that would show that she is in any way, shape, or form useful to finding JJ. Yet she's filming it the whole time. Yet she's streaming it the whole time. So, Betty, stop with the act. People who give her money, wake up.
But I just don't see it. I mean, this is some dense foliage.
And then she's going to come back, and the next time she goes live, she's going to call this work. That's what we do.
Snakes are. I don't want to go through this.
And I haven't looked, but how much do you want to bet? I haven't looked. This is honest to God truth, folks. I haven't looked, but how much do you want to bet that she is going to take some sort of credit for JJ being found? That at some point today, if she went live or put out a, I don't know, but the next time she's live, she will say and imply that she had something to do with JJ being found because she was out there searching. She's going to act like she deserves some sort of credit. Guaranteed. I guarantee it. She's going to be like, because we went out there, JJ was found safe because of our efforts. Because we were boots on the ground out there and JJ was found safe. That's exactly what she's going to do if she hasn't done it already. I just haven't checked.
I've done this long enough. I know what I don't have a long enough stick. That's my stick right there, but not long enough to go through all this.
Yeah, that's your strategy.
This stuff. It could be a rattlesnake.
That's your
somewhere.
strategy. Look at let's look at Betty's search methods here. She's poking sticks into very, very shallow brush. I guess hoping to poke a baby with a stick. Already like not hoping to find. She hasn't called this child's name out once. Not once has she called the child's name out. But now she's poking very like she's looking for a dead body of a child. Because subconsciously, this is what she's hoping for. Subconsciously, she is looking for a crime to have been taken place and that she was the one to discover the body and that she gets to milk that for however long there's a trial or whatever. This is the kind of thing that she fantasizes about. Because I would not be poking places with a stick. I would be yelling out a child's name and keeping my eyes open. Because if I'm poking at a stick, that would probably mean that a child is dead and I can't help them anyway. By going out there and searching, I'm searching to help a child at the hopes that I can find them, that they're okay.
Under here. Let me check everything.
And I would not be live streaming.
Last
Exactly.
thing you need to do as a searcher,
all
cause
of my
yourself injury.
energy, all of my energy would be towards searching for this child if I volunteered for it. I mean, I might stream on the way there or the way back. Now, you know, maybe, I don't know. But I'm saying I or maybe post something. Who knows? You know what I mean? I mean, I'm not faulting anybody for that. You know what I mean? But you can tell that the effort and the purpose of her being out there is simply just to live stream. She's not actually making any effort or applying any initiative to actually locate a 2.5-year-old lost child.
And take the focus off the search for you. And that's what I don't want to do.
You're already doing that.
Ooh, that
Your
looks
focus
like
isn't even on the search at all.
if it breaks, right. Oh, perfect. Much better. I don't see anybody around me. But I do see people up ahead, so that's good. You can hear people in the...
Yeah, everyone else is calling JJ's name except her.
And you know what I haven't
one with
seen?
the
I
loudest
haven't
voice,
seen any
by the
holes
way.
in the ground that he could have fallen into yet. I found, steep ravines and things of that nature.
No, you didn't.
That's
We
not
were
it.
watching. What are you talking about? We've been watching.
All right, guys.
What's steep
Let
ravine?
me try to take a break. This is hot stuff. I can tell you that. Hot stuff.
Hot stuff.
Give me just a second. Let me figure out what I'm doing here.
It's so funny, dude.
Too dense?
Dude, this is so much funnier.
Gotcha.
This is so much. Imagine if they hadn't found him yet. This wouldn't even be funny. But the fact that they found him makes this fucking hilarious. Because we know the circumstances. The fact that they found JJ safe, and the fact that we know the circumstances and as far as how far he got, the fact that he was barefooted, the fact that we know all of this tells us that this little kid is 100 times tougher than Betty. Incredible. It's incredible. The fact that this video exists is only proof that this kid has got the stuff and Betty doesn't.
Gotcha. I tell you, this is getting irritating.
Yeah. You think JJ thought it was getting irritating, maybe? You think? It's hilarious.
Sorry, guys. I keep hitting the button. I'm trying to... In this suit that I got, the problem is these Velcros don't want to hold my stuff in the pockets. So literally every time I bend over, it's knocking everything out of my pockets. So I'm trying to struggle with the drinks, the pockets, and this phone, which I don't even have hooked up to a battery source while I'm trying to do this. So give me a second. I got to get some coffee in me. I'm sweating like a freaking sex pig over here.
Clown
It is hot. It is muggy out here. It is everything you guys can imagine. And these stickers all down my thing, those are not even a tenth of the stickers that were on my person just a little bit
I
ago.
spent the
See
whole
them?
search picking
Those
off
things, when they get in the crevices, they start hurting. They start rubbing together.
This kid was barefoot,
So
dude.
I'm used
His
to
legs
this
were bare.
stuff,
His
but
arms were bare.
I wasn't used to that many all at once. So I'm trying to get them picked off. I don't really care about the ones in the socks. It's just the ones
Dude.
on my person. Hi, guys.
You are the lamest human being on the planet, bro.
Mm.
Like a 2.5-year-old kid out toughed you.
Mm.
That kid was like Mowgli, bro. Out there.
So I heard Cousin Eddie
probably kicking it with
was in here already
with the bobcats and shit.
Let me see if I can turn this around now that I'm here. Hold on a second.
Probably earned all the wildlife's respect out there just for being dope. JJ was
As you can
there
see, I'm already sweating. I'm pouring with
king,
sweat right now.
King of the woods, bro.
And
I love it.
It's hot out here. We've already walked quite a bit of distance. I know it doesn't seem like it on this phone, but we have walked quite a bit of distance into this forest area.
No, you haven't.
I have to be honest with you.
No, you haven't.
You know, I go off of my perspective, off my experiences.
Oh, this should be fucking
with
great,
other
bro. Hold on. But before, Emmy Headstone, thank you so much. She needs to change her name to No Backpack Betty. Oh man, you guys are fucking great. This should be fucking fantastic. Let's listen up.
Other cases. And this is not an area that I think a 2-year-old would come to. Here's why. I think the 2-year-old would be scared. I think the 2-year-old would look at this and be very, very nervous, even if he lives around here.
Bro, just because you're scared, okay, because the kid proved otherwise. There's no living this down. Okay, Betty, let's be honest. Betty, there's no living this down. You documented yourself and put out a video, a live stream of you not being able to handle a fraction of what JJ put himself through by being a curious kid. Incredible.
Around here, you know, 2 years old, you're scared of just about anything. You're scared of strangers. You're scared of a lot of stuff. So
you don't know that kid.
You know, I don't know what's. Sorry, I'm still picking these stickers off of me, trying to get them so I can at least walk. Like I said, I really don't care. These pockets. I love this little I love this reflector thing. Thank you guys. Thank you, my mods. The Velcro pockets kind of don't do it justice. It really doesn't.
She's still complaining about the clothes she chose to bring out there.
I mean, you guys should see my arms. I mean, I'm covered in just debris.
And
already,
and mind
these
you,
are the stickers right there. That
nobody's fucking out there complaining, and nobody is dressed like that. Nobody. How dumb are you that you're gonna come out there dressed like a fucking Sour Patch Kid and then you're gonna complain the whole fucking time?
I keep getting in between my knee, my back, my knees, and my the stuff that I bend, my joints. There we go. I can't even speak. We're about to come to a little opening, but they say it's muck that way. So I don't know how long we're going to be out here. We got a lot of volunteers looking through here. But I can tell you I have not seen any sign of JJ. No clothing, nothing he was wearing, or a toy. You know, kids like toys. You know, maybe he saw an animal and chased after it into the woods. But here's the problem is, even with people being so far away, I can hear them hollering. And you would think that JJ would be able to hear him hollering too, but he's not hollering back. And I don't.
Everything is an excuse building up to her fucking getting out of there. That's all this is. And like beforehand, sorry, I had to step away for a second, but she talks about how, you know, it's muck going that way. It can't be that way. It's muck. Like, you think that the kid knew that there was muck that way? He could have still went that way. Why didn't you wear your fucking Dolly snake boots? You know, put on some Dolly snake boots, go out there in the muck and look for the kid. But here she is. Now, literally everything she's saying, like, if you just break it down and look behind what she's saying, it's simple. She's making excuses to want to quit. She's been looking for an excuse to give up and quit since she got out there.
I don't hear that he has some kind of ADHD or anything like that. And, you know, after spending a night out here, a child would run up to any adult, scared and terrified. And he's not hollering back.
Yet you haven't hollered at him once.
People are hollering out here.
You haven't.
And this just doesn't look like something a little boy would run into. I mean, I was a tomboy, and I don't know if I would go in.
No.
There's just something not right with this, guys.
No.
I don't know what it is.
There's no fucking way in blue perfect hell that you were ever a tomboy if you can't even handle a few hitchhikers on your yoga pants.
There's something not right. Something's not right.
Like, just because
law enforcement is deep.
Just because you weren't a pretty princess type, it doesn't mean that you were a tomboy, because tomboys like to be outdoors. Tomboy, by definition, is a girl who will do all the muddy, running around barefoot stuff that a boy typically would do as a young child. You don't have that in your nature. That means that that's instinct. When they do that at such a young age, because they just feel more drawn to outdoorsy, boyish shit, like, that's an instinctual thing. That's not something that you lose growing up. You go, hey, I'm out here, man. This was my backyard. This was my playground back when I was a kid. Isn't that what she's always talking about? I'm a Florida girl. I'm a Florida girl. If you're a Florida girl, you go out there in 100 feet of Florida wild, not even wildlife, just Florida nature. You're 100 feet into it and you're complaining. And you haven't stopped. You haven't stopped. You were not ever a tomboy. Stop it.
Is deviating. Let's talk about this case right now, as a matter of fact. So what I find is that we're looking into the woods, which we need to. I mean, we need to clear areas. We need to confirm that.
And I love how she's an expert on the case too. Like, and it's I'm going to give you all my insight on the case.
He's not out here, so they're able to use the public. And by the way, I heard, that's what I was about to say. I heard Uncle Eddie was in here earlier.
It's cousin Eddie, stupid.
And while he may sit home and do absolutely nothing for anybody, and I get that because he's lazy.
Oh, and
I know exactly who.
And there's time to address the trolls, right?
He is, and he is a Mexican punk.
Wow.
He looks like he's from straight out of MS-13.
Wow. Okay.
And I know exactly who he is. And he is a Mexican punk. He looks like he's from straight out of MS-13. He's a punk. That's who he is. I am not a punk. I am somebody that actually gives a damn about these kids. And that's out here. I don't see him out here. Law enforcement requested. Here's an open area. You can clearly see nobody is out here. There's no child out here. But there is some debris over here that I'm going to go ahead and check.
of his nationality
But
exactly.
law enforcement asked for volunteers. Let's just say that. Law enforcement asked for volunteers. I registered as a volunteer. I am in their system. I was able to bypass the actual registration because I'm a concealed weapons permit holder. That means I've already went through FBI background checks.
No,
so they're not.
What that means is that you weaseled your way. You weaseled your way around it because you knew that if they ran a background check on you, they would not approve you because you have a record longer than anybody in this fucking chat, easily, without a doubt. So no, don't say I was able to bypass. No, you weaseled and talked your way around it.
They're not concerned with me. They don't worry about me being a felon or, having a violent criminal record. So I was able to bypass that and get out here a lot quicker than some of the other people, even though we stood in line for quite some time while they set up. But law enforcement asked for volunteers. They need this area cleared because if we can clear this, that takes the load off law enforcement having to do this. We have a tracker right now. An app on the other phone is tracking my movements. So when I clear an area, it's clearing an area off their map, right? So we're actually helping law enforcement by being out here, every single one of us.
Thank you, Stitching with the Sister Lees. No rehab for this. Yep. Nope. Oops. Hold on.
One of us is helping law enforcement because we're clearing areas they don't have to use resources to clear. So we're doing everything the right way. And they even said this: use this app even if you come out here on your own to search. Map my tracks. And they have an email address that you need to send.
Again, she would have used that. And because she didn't use her own common sense, she would have easily, if she didn't run into other people out there, she would have gotten lost. And then law enforcement and resources would have had to have been wasted to find her that should have been directed towards finding JJ, even though she was out there to find JJ. Again, how are you supposed to lead a child to safety who's lost if you're lost and you can't find your way back? Stitching with Sisterlies, thank you so much for becoming a member. Appreciate it.
Your coordinates to. Once you're done with your search, you send your coordinates off to. Oh, sorry, I am covered in
wow. In nature. It's what you signed up for.
Spider webs. There's a lot of spider webs on the ground out here and in the trees when you walk through.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's the woods, bro.
So they want this stuff cordoned, tracked.
How did you not?
So we've got all of our tracking apps on. We're clearing the area little by slow. We're looking for any evidence or the child himself. And now I gotta turn back because I'm at somebody's house, in the back of somebody's house. I might as well keep going and see what's back here.
I might as well keep going and trespass. Moron.
Even if law enforcement
literally was like
for the public's help,
she was literally just like, I'm approaching somebody's house. I better turn back. Now, might as well keep going and see what's back here. Might as well trespass.
Back here, in the back of somebody's house. I might as well keep going and see what's back here. His house. Turn back. And now I gotta turn back because I'm at somebody's house, in the back of somebody's house.
Wait for it.
I might as well keep going and see what's back here.
I might as well keep going to see what's back here.
Even if law enforcement didn't
turn around because I'm
ask for the
approaching
public's
somebody's
help, I would
house.
still be out here searching.
I might as well keep going to see what's
But
back here.
they did ask for the help.
That was just like
it appeared over 100 people.
That shit reminded me of when Rick James was on Chappelle's show and he was like, how am I just gonna rub my boots all over somebody's couch? I got a little bit more sense than that. And then he's like, yeah, I remember rubbing my boots all over his couch. Like in the same fucking breath. She just did that.
We're clearing the area little by slow. We're looking for any evidence or the child himself. And now I gotta
here we go.
Turn back because I'm at somebody's house, in the back of somebody's house. I might as well keep going and see what's back here.
One more time.
I might as well keep going. Turn back because I'm at somebody's house, in the back of somebody's house. I might as well keep going and see what's back here. Even if law enforcement didn't ask for the public's help, I would still be out here searching. But they did ask for the help. So it appeared over 100 people, over 100 people volunteered
this lady killed me.
Today to come out here and look for this baby boy.
Fuck your
So
couch.
we're back up in properties.
How am I going to take my shoes and rub them all over somebody's couch? I got a little bit more sense
You
than
can hear
that.
him screaming JJ in the background.
Yeah, I remember.
You guys probably
rubbing
can't hear him, but I
boots
can.
all over his couch.
I got stickers back all over me. It's one of these things that no matter what you do, you're going to be covered in stickers. And I don't mind being covered in stickers. It's just when they start getting in the creases of my legs.
I don't mind being covered in stickers, but I've been complaining about it nonstop for like the past fucking hour.
When they start getting in creases of my legs, that's when I start having issues with them.
Dude, remember, folks, 2.5-year-old JJ Rollin was found a mile away from his house, covered in bug bites and scratches, with no shoes on, his legs bare, his arms bare. Like, dude. And she's talking about hitchhikers on the back of her legs, bro.
You know what I'd like to see, though? I'd like to see the haters come out here. I'd like to see them actually come here and get out here and
complain
and actually experience searching for a lost child
and complain.
That's what I'd like to see them do.
Except you're not searching for the child. You're just wandering
rewarding.
around.
You feel like you're accomplishing.
You're not doing anything. Look, I love this. Hold on.
It's rewarding. You feel like you're accomplishing something.
What in the fuck are you accomplishing exactly? What in the blue, perfect, blackest and bluest of all fucks are you accomplishing, lady? What are you accomplishing?
You feel like you're helping. But let's get back to the conversation at hand. So, law enforcement told us a lot in the press conference without telling us a whole lot in the press conference. So while I was there, the sheriff said, basically, that there's no evidence that this child was abducted. There's no evidence that this child has walked off the property.
What do you mean?
They've got cadaver dogs coming.
Well, right. There's no
They've
evidence
got other
of anything, so you assume that the child wandered off and you search the entire immediate area, inch by inch.
Other resources coming. They've already got ATVs. They got a huge effort going on with the sheriffs. They got a huge efforts going on with the volunteer team. And after today, this case is going to change, whether it's changed publicly or not. I can tell you that. 48 hours to 72 hours is the limit for a 2-year-old child. After that, where's
she getting that from?
The chances of them coming home safe go down significantly after the first 48 hours, and definitely after the first 72 hours.
What does them being
so
a 2-year-old
right now
have to do with that?
This is a grave.
What the fuck are you talking about? For a 2-year-old, it's 48 hours. No, that's standard. That's standard. 48 hours. The first 48 hours are crucial for any missing person or to solve a murder. Everybody knows that. True Crime 101. What are you talking about? That for a 2-year-old in the state of Florida?
Grave situation for this young boy. And you're talking about a young boy without water, without food, no shelter.
What do you mean?
It's hot.
But Betty, he's got oranges and tangerines out there that he can peel with his little baby fingers and no fucking teeth. What are you talking about? He's a little baby Tarzan out there just like surviving. He's got a Rambo knife and he's just out there just killing it.
Hot. JJ.
Oh, she actually said his name. It's amazing.
But I just don't see a young boy coming back in all this. I just don't. I see him seeing all this and turning around and going the other way.
Voice, the energy behind her voice, though, like I feel like in theory would scare the fuck out of that kid. Like I'd hide. Like if somebody was like, JJ! Like if I heard Betty's voice, if I was 2 years old and I heard Betty's voice screaming my name, I'd be like in the middle of nowhere like that. I'd be scared out of my fucking mind. I'd be like, who's trying to get me? Because that's fucking scary as fuck.
Away, honestly.
It was a total you're in trouble tone. It was threatening. It wasn't fucking like I'm here to help.
I'm probably at least a half a mile into these woods or more. I do still see searchers around me, so as long as I see a body near me, I'm good. Yuck. No, I got some. All right, let me do a dust down. I'm starting to get collecting stickers again. I got to clean myself off because all they'll do is just keep getting worse and worse and worse. And then I won't be able to move.
Yo, how could she keep this up? Like, I don't understand how she could be proud of this. Especially, like, I mean, after knowing the circumstances of what happened, after knowing how JJ was found and how far
and guys,
away
these stickers and things of that nature, all the little sand spurs and stuff.
How is she not completely ashamed of this? It's crazy to me because the 2.5-year-old was like chilling. He just went like this to Roy Link. Hey, I'm here. Take me home, please. After being out all fucking night, 24 hours out in the woods, in the middle of fucking nowhere, 24 hours in the dark. And she's talking about stickers on her fucking yoga pants.
That's normal when you're searching. It's because you get back here in these woods. These woods have never been cleared. They grow things. You got to be careful for poison ivy, poison oak. You got to be careful with the wildlife. You got to be careful where you step and walk, because snakes can literally be anywhere. And like rattlesnakes and
This kid was
poisonous
out
snakes,
there,
they blend in with the environment.
and let
So
me
if
tell you something.
you're not familiar,
That shit, it's cloudy as fuck. It's been cloudy. It was foggy in the morning. It's been cloudy as fuck in the entire southeast the last couple of days. So this kid is out there all night. You think that there's any street lights out there? This kid is in the middle of nowhere. No moonlight to even shine. To this kid was in pitch black darkness all night. In that. Think about that. I personally don't know anybody who, in short pants, short shirt, 80-degree weather in Florida, in the woods, by themselves all night long with nothing. No water, no food, no nothing. And a 2.5-year-old did it. And she's been out there for like an hour complaining. I don't even know an adult that's done what JJ did.
familiar with how to look for them or to pay attention to them, you can cause yourself serious injury when you're out here searching for somebody. So it's very important that you use common sense and you pay attention. It's not about speed in these situations. Not about speed at all.
I love hearing her say
about
common sense.
Being safe and doing a thorough job at the search, which is sometimes difficult. Thank you, TL. I can't see it, but I saw it. I just happened to glance up while I'm picking all these stickers off me. And God bless each and every one of you guys that are supporting this effort.
You're like, yeah, shut up.
It's definitely appreciated. I can start hearing some of the other people catching up. People were still getting processed. We're all coming to the same area to search. So people are going to be coming in all times of the day. So I'm probably going to stay out here for another hour and search.
No, you're not.
And then I'm probably going to go back and get some rest and try to not rest, but sit in the cool air conditioning, because it's extremely hot out here, especially when you're moving. It's a nice, cool, overcast day. I can't believe
she has the audacity to already start making excuses to quit and complaining, using these things that were not even barely a hurdle for baby JJ, and using them as excuses to quit searching for a 2-year-old that toughed that shit out all night in the pitch black darkness. How many fucking nocturnal animals are out there, dude? Like, that's insane.
It's still hot and this terrain is still rough. So I'm almost done, guys. Thanks for being patient. We're going to have to do this in another few minutes. Okay, I think I got all the ones out of my make sure they're out of my creases. I don't care about anything else as long as they're not rubbing on my skin. Okay, there we go. Thank you, TL. But you got copperheads, rattlesnakes, pygmy rattles. They will blend in with this ground. And that's why people use sticks, because if you use sticks, you can kind of clear the area out in front of you, kind of like this. That's kind of what you're doing. You're wanting to make sure wherever you're stepping, there's not a snake there. And if you poke it, it will usually lunge. Oh, here's a bigger stick. I like this one better. No, I don't. It's rotten. I like mine back. I'll take mine back, please. But I always try to upgrade sticks if I can find.
I don't think there's any rattlesnakes in Florida. Let me see something here.
Longer sticks, more dense sticks, I will. Damn it. All right, let me turn this back around to me. So you guys have seen what I'm doing. There we go. Hey, guys. Whew. As you can see, I'm hot.
No, there are.
My face is starting to get... Oop! Probably just...
So just because I didn't think that there were rattlesnakes in that area, but around the Tampa area, cottonmouths, pygmy rattlesnakes, eastern diamondback rattlesnakes, and copperheads have been known to be found around
there. Oh, I gotta tell you, I'm probably gonna put the phone down and turn the live off for a little while so I can do a more thorough search. I mean, we are just looking for
and
a
I
boy.
love that she's complaining about the heat. That's my favorite. First of all, she's a Floridian. It's always hot in Florida, but it's not even fucking March yet. It's not even close to as hot as it could be out there. Not even close. And she's complaining about the heat.
Boy, and right now where I'm at, you can see it's kind of a little more open than what I just went through. But there is a lot of places he can fall. Like here's one of them right here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it kind of goes at a heavy angle. Whew. So, it's time for me to start Alec Murdaugh. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can get these two lives going. I may not be able to, but if I don't, I'm just going to continue with this one. But might as well check.
So she's concerned. She's concerned about streaming the Alec Murdaugh trial from the woods while searching for a 2.5-year-old child, because her focus and her energy is put towards finding this child. But she's concerned about streaming a trial that everybody else is streaming. Like, I'm telling you, everything that she's done so far has been an indication that the last concern for her is finding JJ. That's the last concern that she has. She does not give a fuck about finding this child.
It is hot, hot, hot. Okay, why isn't it? I don't want to enter the studio.
Jesus Christ. Sitting there figuring out StreamYard. She called JJ's name once. It was enough to
ticking me
scare
off
him.
here.
But
of course, my Apple phone doesn't want to work, even though it's hooked up to the same. Are you guys seeing me okay? Is the
unfortunately
broken finger? I wonder he run into the road and got hit. No, he would. That would have been obvious. That would have been very, very obvious that that happened. Love of God. This is irritating. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to do too many things
maybe
at once.
just focus on the
see if I can get this
search and you
going.
wouldn't get so
Enter
frustrated.
studio.
Maybe. Just a thought. Just a thought.
Give me a second, guys. I'm trying to enter the studio for the Alex Murdaugh one and see if I can get this one going.
Because that's important right now. Got it. We'll wait.
All right. Oh, it's not going to let me.
Okay. It's not going to let you.
Hey, guys. I'm out here. I was hoping that we could go live with Alex Murdaugh this morning, but I had it all set up so I could just go live and it would have the stuff on it, but it's not. So we're going to go ahead and kill the Alex Murdaugh live. There's nothing I can do. I'm out here searching for a 2-year-old boy. I set it up in the. I knew I should have started it before I left, but I did not. So you guys can meet me over on the other one. I'm doing 2 lives right now. I'm going to end this one since we're not going to be clearly not going to be able to watch Alex Murdaugh's trial today, and I'm sorry about that. So thank you, Melissa. God bless you. So I've got to get back to work, and I'm sorry about that,
And
but
by
obviously
now,
it's not going to be here
by now they found him.
at the moment.
She's just fucking clueless to it.
I thought it was going to be set up, so all I had to do was go live and you guys could see it, but it didn't work out that way. So God bless each and every one of you here for Alex Murdaugh, and we're going to continue to search for JJ out here in the woods. God bless you, and until next time, please be safe and be kind to one another.
Okay. Yeah, be kind to one another.
Sorry,
unless
guys.
you're gonna go.
All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this live. As you can see, I'm sweating an awful lot. I need to get back to looking for this little boy. I'm glad you guys could come for the ride. As soon as I get an opportunity, I'm going to go set up back up in front of the house after I get out of these woods. Honestly, we got some other things to talk about. I'm looking around here. There is no way that this little boy is back here in these woods. I trust my gut instinct on these. I've done enough.
Yeah, your instinct. Yeah, no way at all.
With these searches, I've handled the kids. We've got helicopters above us. We got helicopters flying above us. Everybody is looking for this little boy. He's a 2-year-old boy that hasn't been home. He went home, something happened, and he's not there anymore. The parents are not out here helping us search because, like the sheriff said, they are at the command center where they can be talked to. It sounds to me like this is I'm going to reserve my comments until I get done doing my search here.
Yeah.
But this does not look like something a little boy would.
Because you were out there doing jack shit and complaining, and then that brought you to the conclusion that these parents are responsible in some way, shape, or form. But you bit your tongue and didn't actually say it. Good for you.
Boy would come into. I'm sorry. It's just not. This is not, this is, little boys like to play. They like to play in the forest and stuff like that, but there's only an extent to in how much he would be willing to go back here before he turns around.
A mile.
And not only that, but he would be crying. He would be scared. He would be terrified. We're hearing none of that. None of that. None of that is out here. None of that is out here.
And yet they're finding him as she's speaking somewhere somewhere in the woods, just not where she's searching.
I don't have a good feeling about this, guys. I don't have a good feeling.
Those are
we're gonna hold out for hope.
Betty's instincts coming to fruition, everyone. Coming to fruition. Betty's instincts. I got a bad feeling about this. Meanwhile, JJ, his arms are wrapped tightly around Roy Link, who actually found him because he was actually looking. Interesting.
For hope. There's a lot of people out here making efforts. I've gotten away from the group. So it's time for me to turn back around.
Because I'm scared of getting lost.
But I'm telling you, there's no 2-year-old boy that's coming back here.
No.
Because to be honest with you, if I wasn't so seasoned back here in the swamps
so
and in the
seasoned.
Woods, honestly.
What, Betty?
I'd be terrified.
Yeah.
I'd be terrified. And I'm 43 years old.
You are terrified.
This little boy doesn't even know where he's at. He would be screaming and crying and begging for his mother. We would be able to hear him in these woods. We hear nothing but other searchers. Thank you, Zen. We need to stay positive.
It's astounding
Guys,
how wrong
just pray.
she turned out.
All right, I'm going to get off here for a little while. I got to make it back. I don't even know where I'm at, and I don't see any other searchers around me, so I've got to get back to where other bodies are so we can make sure that nobody gets lost out there in the woods.
She turned out to be.
Which is easy to do, and I don't need a search party out here for me when we're looking for a 2-year-old boy. So I don't want to get too far out here, and it's time for me to start making my way back. We've covered a good a good chunk of area here.
A good chunk of area.
God bless each and every one of you guys, and remember to be kind to one another. We need as many prayers for this child as possible. But I'm telling you, I don't have a good feeling about this at all. I don't. Been here enough times to know when I have a good feeling and when I don't. And this is not a good feeling day.
Yet
Stay
another
positive, guys. Pray for
situation.
this family. Pray for this little boy. We need to bring JJ home. God bless you. God bless you. And until next time, please be safe.
All right, shut up. Yeah. It's, again, absolutely astounding how wrong she turned out to be, and her instincts turned out to be. It's just so funny to me. It's just so funny to me. I've got a bad feeling, and I've been doing this a long time, guys. I just got a bad feeling here. No 2-year-old could handle this. He did. You didn't, but he did. Yeah. Just yeah. Yet, folks, another notch on Betty's I'm wrong again belt. That's what this turned out to be. Like, how does she not realize that she is wrong 100% of the time? So far, she has a perfect track record. Every case that Betty has ever covered, she has been wrong about. Every single one. Everything that she decides to put every theory that she's put all her energy into has turned out to be the wrong one. Every single time. She is notoriously and consistently wrong. And it's amazing how wrong she was this time. Like, literally the opposite of everything that she said came to fruition. Oh, man. I hope that you guys had as much fun as I did tonight. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for all your support. Thanks for hitting that like. I appreciate all you guys. I love you guys very much. And it's been a great day today, folks. It has been a great day. I mean, homie was found alive, safe, chilling. Cheesy Weezy member for 2 months. Thank you. Watch her video where he was found. Oh, you know what? Maybe I won't wrap this up just yet. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens there, actually. Cheesy Weezy, I'm doing it. I'm not gonna complete the sign off just yet. Let's do it. Hold on. Let's do it.
Add products.
Shut up.
An effort of many people in this community coming together, all as
I don't know why I did that.
so, guys, we're learning right now. JJ has been found. I just got out of the swamp. I was ready to leave, and
I gave up already.
Decided to come here and set up as we found out, because I'm telling you, I was out in those woods. I wasn't getting a good feeling about it. I knew he wasn't out in those damn woods. I don't know where he was found.
He was out. He was found out in the woods, just not where you were looking, because they didn't want you out there. He was found out in the woods, just not where you were looking.
I really don't, but he's been found. I'm right here. There was clapping as I was setting up this live, and we got the thumbs up. He's been found as cars started rolling out. Good job. We got him. We got him. An effort of many people in this community coming together all as one. Many of them don't know each other. I don't know any of these people. Yeah, guys, good job. Good job. So he's been found today. He wasn't found in the woods we were checking.
Nothing.
I think I'm covered in poison oak. I will tell you that. You guys know I'm going to DC in a couple days, and I'm going to be speckled red and white. You know, patriotic colors, right? And probably some blue because I'm all scratched up and scraped up. But I wasn't having a good feeling, especially if they were thinking he was in the woods. But guys,
Thank you for
he's
telling
been
me
found. He's
to
going to
put
be
this
coming
on.
home.
This is fucking hilarious, bro.
This is an amazing day. This is what community work looks like. This is where a bunch of people got together for a great cause, a little 2-year-old child that wandered off and went missing. He had to stay alone, you know, for the night. But at the end of the day, he's coming home. He's coming home.
He had to stay alone for the night. But at the end of the day, when I had a really bad feeling and I was about to start throwing shade at the parents, and I already started throwing shade at the parents, he was found safe under the opposite circumstances at which the narrative I was trying to spin was.
Home safe. And thank God, because we know out of every place that we travel across this country, a lot of the cases don't turn out this happy, this positive. And today we are finding out that he is alive. He is going to be safe, and he's going to be reunited with his family here in the near future, guys. This is amazing. This is a heartfelt experience. We're very happy. We're very happy about this. We got him.
We got him.
Let me go see if I can find out any information, guys. Just stick with me. I can't get information when I'm at the camera.
Wow.
All right, I just found out that it appears that he was on Cobb Road. Remember where we were with the Marathon gas station where everybody met to sign up to volunteer and to go search and stuff like that? Apparently he was in that direction. We were on the other side in the other direction, and I'm telling you, that was just entirely too dense for a 2-year-old child to get through, especially with no shoes.
Denser shit than that.
I was out there in work boots, and I'm cut up. Any place that wasn't covered with cloth is scratched up pretty good. You know, not horrible, but there's definitely a lot of scratches.
Right. No inquiry on his condition. No inquiry if he was scratched up or whatever. None of that. Because the concern is Betty's very minor, superficial injuries. I refuse to even call them injuries. They're not injuries. Like they're just not injuries. I'm just not doing it. All right, I might do that.
Scratches. You can tell that my ankles and stuff went through a bunch of debris, which is normal. I mean, I had a choice of wearing jeans. I mean, this is not our first rodeo. I chose not to. I knew my ankles were going to get cut up, but I'm okay with that.
But you wore yoga pants.
It was better than wearing jeans because I can't. With all this, when I looked at the map and saw all the thick brush and stuff, I knew it was going to be entirely too hot.
This is how stupid she is. So even at this point, after the injuries that she sustained, this quote unquote injuries that she sustained from this so-called search that she engaged in, right? Even after the fact, she's saying that she's glad that she didn't wear jeans when jeans would have you wouldn't have felt anything. You wouldn't have, nothing would have happened. You would have not felt anything. You would have been properly dressed for what you were doing.
Too hot for jeans for me. Today's a good day, guys. Today's a good day. Baby boy's coming home. And not only is he coming home, he's coming home safe. This is a good day. This is a good day.
You see her struggling with it, though?
Being out in the area we were searching.
This is a good day. Like, Dude, we were here like celebrating. JB was crying. JB literally had tears streaming down his face for happiness. And here is Betty struggling with the disappointment that she was wrong, that this boy turned out to be okay. Even though she knows it's wrong to express that, right? But her face just doesn't lie. Like, it just doesn't.
I'm coming home. He's coming home safe. This is a good day. This is a good day.
Is it? Is it really?
Being out in the area we were searching, safe. This is a good day. This is a good day.
She's convincing herself that it's a good day. She's not like happy. She's convincing herself that it's a good day. This is fucking fantastic.
Being out in the area we were searching, I'm telling you, if that wasn't giving me good positive vibes, I tell you what, right now, I've been in enough swamps to know a 2-year-old child ain't going through all that. Thank God he was found. Yes, guys, he's found. He's found. As I was setting up, let me just kind of put this in perspective for all of you guys. As I was setting up at this live, I was actually planning on leaving because I realized I went through some poison oak, and I figured maybe I need to get a shower and get some of this off me. Not that it's going to really help much, but I figured, I need to get some soap and water on my body and get this, get the sap off me. And then I thought, well, it's a 2-hour drive home, so I'm gonna have to be sitting in this itchiness anyways. So I might as well go ahead and go live out here to see what happened. And I was getting my tripod, had already had my tripod set up, and I was going back to the car and got my backpack, and I just set my backpack down and started pulling the equipment out. And as I was pulling the equipment out, we started hearing hooting and hollering.
So far, showing absolutely no concern at all for JJ's well-being. She just knows that he's alive, that he was found safe, but I mean, I would be asking, like, what was he injured? Is he gonna be okay? I would be finding out as much as I could possibly find out about his well-being if I was out there searching for this kid and putting all my energy towards finding this kid. But she didn't do any of that. Everything that she's talking about now is her trying to build herself up and make it all about her.
Holler, and I looked over at the nice officer out here. I said, was he found? And he gave me a thumbs up. And that's always a good sign whenever you're looking for a little 2-year-old boy. So this is a good day here in Brooksville. This is the kind of stories we like hearing.
Yeah, a thumbs up is always a good sign when you're looking for a 2-year-old boy, because I've done that so many fucking times. Officer gave me a thumbs up. That's the signal between me and officers and my many times out here searching for 2-year-old kids. Officer gave me a thumbs up, and I knew.
We like hearing that the community came together. We came out here in force, many from many areas other than Brooksville. I know me personally, I drove 2 hours to go hunt in those woods for this little boy. And there are many people just like me out here.
I realize that the majority of those people out there are cops right there. But there's literally nobody who's a civilian that is dressed the way that she is, dude. It's just so funny to me.
Hey, good day. Look at that. Thank you guys for your service.
They don't give a fuck. They're not paying her any attention. None of those people fucking like her. They all know who she is. None of those fucking people like her.
Good day. Good day. Look at that. Look at all those. That's just the officers. That's not even the volunteers. Look at that. Today is a good day here in Brooksville.
And they don't give a fuck about you.
And see that gentleman right there, walking right there. He's the one that helped me.
Nobody fucking cares.
And we don't get a lot of endings like this when we cover these types of cases. This is a good day, and we were all able to be here. That's good. I want to see all those hearts and all those thumbs up in this chat. And thank God to the men and women of blue and the volunteers out here today that made this day possible.
Who you would be throwing under the bus and blaming if he's not been found yet, and demanding that the parents get arrested because of the visitation circumstances that you may not have heard to be correct. Right, Betty. Okay. All right. So y'all wanted me to go over this. I was not aware of this until y'all brought it up in chat. So let's take a look. Let's take a look before we call it a night.
How are you all? I hope you're all well. Look, I'm going to do this video and purely for, it's rarely because of a public service announcement. And that is as a bit of a warning that you should always, I don't know, consider that some people who come across as normal, some people who come across as credible, sometimes it can hide the fact that the cheese has well and truly slid off of their cracker.
He's this dude is trying so fucking hard to fucking walk back that he endorsed this guy. He's trying so hard. Like, if what he's saying is crazy, right? And you're so fact-based, why are you still encouraging this dude? Because this is the thing. He keeps reading this guy's, I don't know what he does here. Somebody told me he dropped this thing just recently, so I don't even know. But if you know, right, you've already established that this dude is incredible. You're so concerned with convincing us all that I never endorsed him. You know, I never said that his content was credible, blah, 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 blah. You've already done that. You've done it 2-3 videos already. So now, now here you are, and you're doing another one, and you keep reading the guy's emails. And in the last video that you did, you sat there and was like, well, maybe I'll have to change my email. Or I don't know. But the thing is the dude is going to keep emailing you. You know why he's going to keep emailing you? Even though you're saying, I don't want him to email me anymore? Because you keep reading his emails on your videos. You keep giving him a voice. You keep making him relevant. You continue to do this.
And who are we talking about? Well, you know who we're talking about. And you know why you're here. Justin. I'm going to share with you two emails. And look, I want to make this very, very clear. Up to the point where Justin uploaded his video to YouTube, Justin had appeared to be normal with his interactions with me. I've said this before. I couldn't give credence to anything from that video, but I felt that it was important for people to see it.
This is like the third or fourth video that he has to try to like make this point.
I just want to categorically state now that in my unprofessional, personal opinion only, having no grounds in law or otherwise, it's purely my opinion based on the information that I have that has been sent by him and uploaded some of it, that Justin is a fucking maniac. And this isn't anything to do with trans. It's nothing to do with anything other.
I love how he's come to this conclusion 4 videos later. I love that shit. It's so funny that now Now, doctor, you've made the diagnosis that he is a fucking maniac, even though I said it the very first time that you fucking played his video and was like, I've known him to be credible. So we'll just see if what he says comes into fruition. Dude. And now he's a fucking maniac. Now, right? I love it.
Other than my personal opinion that he is a fucking nutcase, and you're about to find out exactly why. So, for a start off, he tried to say that Captain James Fry had been hiding Timothy Pison, is it? The young lad who went missing years ago. And yeah, he's been living with James Fry. And it's going to come out into the public. Well, it was at the time.
Just the fact that you even entertained that as information and you called it information, whether or not it's fact or fiction, whatever, you still called it. I won't call something like that information. That is that's not even a rumor. That's the ramblings of a crazy, fucked up person, which I pointed out the first time that I went over the fact that you gave this guy some sort of fucking platform. It's mind-blowing to me. It's mind-blowing to me. The fact that this guy can imply that the chief of police that was in charge of the investigation and the University of Idaho murders can be capable of the things that you're entertaining here. Like, oh, we'll see if it comes into fruition. It's not going to. The guy's the fucking chief of police. What are you talking about? That's insane to even think that the dude is even capable of whatever the fuck you people are accusing him of. I can't even repeat it because I don't know. All I know is that they're implying that the guy's a murderer. It's insane. I refuse to put more thought into trying to understand, well, what time where's the time period where this supposedly took place, but I won't even remotely entertain that because it's insane. It's not even, like I said, I won't even call that a rumor. A rumor is somewhat believable. That's not even remotely believable.
The time has surpassed. It will occur in the next 2.5 to 7.5 hours. Obviously, this was Wednesday now. No later than 10 p.m. Chicago time at the absolute latest. But it will be around the prime time news slots. I will be publicly named as being the person who found Timothy. It would be nice if people would give me the benefit of the doubt and try trusting me and believing me. It feels like everyone just wants to talk shit without actually coming directly to the source. I'll be emailing you documents in a little while which back up many, many of my findings and support the drug pipelines.
You know what I love, though? You know what I love? You know how I know that this dude has a little man crush on me? If not a massive one, besides the fact that he put me on a t-shirt and he wants people to wear my likeness on their torsos. Besides that, how do I know that this guy has a little man crush on me? Because he's doing exactly what he thinks that I do. He's shifted his content to doing what I do, which is exactly what he criticized me for and talked down to me for. And now this is his content. But what's really funny is that he's doing this after he endorsed the guy. It's hilarious. Like, the poor guy wants to be just like me. But, dude, you're failing.
There's not just one, there's three. They have a West Coast pipeline.
In order to be me, Harsh, in order to be me, all right, you gotta not be a douchebag in the first place. Okay, you don't do the shit that I've been calling you out for in the first place. Tagging people's names that just happen to be bystanders in a case, implying that they're guilty of a crime. Those sort of things you can't do if you want to be taken seriously reviewing another creator. You kind of got to be in to a certain degree infallible, and you're not at all. Like, just because this guy is saying things that are not even remotely believable, it doesn't excuse the fact that you do exactly what he does, just you're better at it and you don't sound as crazy. That's what makes it dangerous, because you actually spin narratives that make people who are innocent bystanders in a situation, and you make them out to be like they're nefarious in some way, shape, or form. And that's not okay.
On a Midwest pipeline and an East Coast pipeline. Somehow the Funks are in bed with Fry, but I don't know how. Remember, this is not me saying this, by the way. And if anybody from law enforcement or anything, any solicitors, they want some information, come to me. I'll give you the whole fucking lot. But they have properties here which fit into the Midwest pipeline. It's all very sus. Of course it is. Everything's sus in your mind. Also, today is the 22nd of
Your
the second.
entire content is based on something that's not sus being sus. Painting a picture of something that's not sus as being sus. That's exactly the nature of your content. Why do you think I call you out? It's because you constantly do that. But you're calling somebody else out for saying something is sus when it's not? I love it. All this is just a desperate clawing attempt at damage control for whatever damage it caused when he endorsed this idiot and got all of the backlash that he got, including me reviewing him for it.
The second 23. This is numerologically important. Dylan's attack was the 13th of the 2nd, 2023. Also numerologically important. Tom Johnson, 33. 1 plus 2 equals 3. One survivor, plus 2 victims, plus 2 victims.
Y'all are great.
The numerology in all of this is of significant value. Today is 2 days before the 1 year anniversary of Hannah's death. He's talking about Hannah Clary.
And you also expect us to believe that this now just started. You were having email exchanges with this guy prior to this, but now all of a sudden you expect us to believe that now all of a sudden he's gone off the deep end, that the cheese is slid off his cracker, right? But that's not, I mean, I just don't find that to be likely. I think that you entertained this guy's bullshit, and then he came up with this asinine, crazy idea about Dylan being a trans person, and you thought that that would be so shocking that you went ahead and played it on your channel. Not giving a fuck whether it was credible or not, not doing any research to actually vet that information, to actually verify or verify it as to not being true. You didn't do anything before you ran it. You didn't do anything before you made a video and put it out there. Then you took the video down when you got criticized for it. And then when I called you out on it and called you a coward for taking the video down, you put the video back up, and you've been playing damage control for days for that video ever since. And this is just another installment of your attempt of damage control. That's it. And it's so fucking funny that you keep doing it.
Clary. Also significantly important, as her brother Junior is involved in all of this. It is his 2017 Sonata on the gas station CCTV, not an Elantra.
All right. I don't.
I never
care about
lied.
This guy's fucking stupid. Email.
It's for them to pick money, which I am. It is painfully obvious.
Okay,
but
still
one,
reading.
and that just happens to be made up of that. I don't get it. I'm not going to give his full name, but trust me, it's out there. You can find it.
I don't care.
With their friendship, they simply weren't there. Media narrative to exist. Hannah was murdered. Fry is wrapped up. In great if people like pictures would ask for my documents first and then trash talk later, whichever.
Okay, that's just him reading that email and all that dude's fucking nonsense that I have no interest in hearing. Like, I've already been dismissive of this guy as speaking any type of level of truth at all whatsoever, and yet you keep reading his shit. And he's going to keep emailing you. You know why he's going to keep emailing you? Because you keep reading his emails and giving him a voice. And you want him to. You want him to, so that you can keep reading his emails. Because it gives you what you think to be more content. So funny. Oh, man. All right. Now I'm going to wrap this up, guys. I love you guys very, very much. And we will do this again very soon, my friends.